Yeah, new source of knowledge for it, because yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We are
Oh boy.
Excited. Always a pleasure to be on the airwaves.
I just want to
Apparently.
sit and read my book again. Honestly, it feels. I very much feel tempted to just start rereading the core rule manual, the core rule book. But then again, I don't have enough time for it.
Yeah, that's a big time investment, man.
There's no such thing as never a good time when it comes to reading books.
I mean, you say
When
that.
did you read Dane?
Never.
Dane
Exactly.
only
Oh, God.
read the
There,
freaking
we've got the
rules.
first sub, baby.
Oh my god.
Thank you for the 9 months, Lucian.
Oh, Lucian.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do you guys have the soundboards turned off?
Yes.
Of course,
Yeah.
we have
Yes.
the soundboard turned off.
Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. That's it. I quit. I quit. I'm not fucking. I'm never
Here's
fucking with
here's the
you
thing. Just to
I'm
address
done.
that, just to address that right here, right now.
guys.
I could see reason for us to use the soundboard. I definitely could, but I honestly think that it's in the best interest for the game flow that we do not have it. Technically speaking, like I got a soundboard, I got an external one. I could overwrite this and do it myself, but I'm not gonna because for the interest of the game,
Yeah.
I'm essentially just keeping it simple as it were.
Yeah, and that's fine.
If we want to have like more sound effect stuff and stuffing like that, I suppose it could be done, but if we're gonna have an open soundboard like Discord, that essentially means that anyone, unless we make it like only certain people can do it, that essentially means that you can interrupt very like powerful scenes with just random quacks or slashing sounds or fireballs.
I mean, I'm privy to the air horn.
Yeah,
that's why I don't trust Kairi with the power.
Especially shut that off.
Prime example, vuvuzelas.
Oh yeah,
Vuvuzela.
bro.
Specifically, like remember that was a thing. Like remember that was a thing, and it was like all over the place.
I'm an avid soccer fan, bro. Unfortunately, I know exactly of which you speak.
But yeah, so
look how
just
much you hate Kairi.
Imagine you have a very powerful scene such as Shodas has been mortally struck down and is giving his last his last words. And then someone in the background just starts blaring either air horns or vuvuzelas or just random combat sounds when it's not applicable to the scene. That is going to detract.
Just spamming the quack button.
Yeah, that's applicable for Shodas. You know, he deserves that for his send off.
I was about to say you picked me as a bad example because more or less I may or may not be fine with it. But yeah, I get what you mean. Well, I understand. I understand what you mean.
I picked you as an example because that will drive home that will drive the biggest like.
Yeah. What you're trying to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say it like this: you started with the joke of like, "I'll quit," like the soundboard's off. I quit. Yeah, so using you as the example, like just to drive it home that a scene can be either made or destroyed by a soundboard, and it can so much easily be destroyed.
Oh yeah, incredibly easily. Yeah, much more easier than made because that you would need to be very specific and very, it has to be to the scenario. It can't just be random. But yeah, no, I get you, bro. I was just making a joke.
Yeah. I know.
I love it.
I'm just playing with it as well. But I will say this: I have left the soundboards untouched in the general and the lobby. So if you ever want to fuck around with uploading your own sounds, like to like certain servers and like playing them and stuff like that, the general VC and the lobby VC down in Free Souls, the Free Souls channel it's unlocked there. But the game underneath 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼 and the game underneath When the Sky Fell, I have the soundboards shut off for the reason of, well, we're in a game. Let's if we're going to be silly, let's all agree to be silly. Essentially, it's currently disabled, but it's not off the table entirely.
Nice.
So yeah,
actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, so if I remember right, last we left off with Chodas like mourning the loss of his leg after it was brutally cut off, right? Oh wait, is that the wrong game?
That's the third leg, bro. Joke's on you. He has a regenerative penis. I mean, what?
Last we left off, Chodas was just sort of standing on top of a hill, just casting fireballs down on the people that didn't believe in him. That's my last render.
I smite.
Oh, true. I had a different memory. That was an alternate Chodas.
The heretics have been smoted.
But then the Time Lord remembered. Oh wait, this is the wrong timeline, and we're back in the underground pathways underneath the glassworks.
LOL, JK Chodas jumps out of his reverie, out of his, oh my god, the future, the present.
The alternate dimensions are everywhere.
But yeah. So, do you guys want to do a recap, or should I do a quick recap of what happened last time?
Quick recap, I would say be good.
Somebody.
Okay.
You may do the quick recap.
So, long story made potentially unreasonably short.
Unreasonably.
So the searching of the glassworks started. You checked all the rooms that you could. You found in most of them nothing. In some of them you found signs of a struggle. In some of them later on you found 2 sausages, one which was burnt. Rest in peace, Chad's sausage. Chaz's sausage, sorry. And you fought some goblins. You fought some goblins in the main body of the glassworks in a room filled with dead bodies of the glassworkers, presumably.
It also canonically killed Gwog.
Well, no,
his clone.
His clone.
He's a doppelganger.
In this universe, he has learned to duplicate himself. It's fine. It was a simulacrum of himself.
Yeah, exactly.
A rogue simulacrum.
That was not the prime Gwog.
But yeah, so you did that.
Safe.
Oh wait, never mind. That was
the session before.
That was 2
2
sessions
weeks
ago.
Never mind.
I
Anyways,
was
it's hard to tell,
ready
they
for
blend.
that one.
They blend.
Anyways,
Let's go
it's
recap
a nice little recap though. You fought goblins, they fled downstairs, you fled after them, and there was a fight with Tsuto. Well, person you assumed be Tsuto, given the fact that he dropped a book after he managed to escape, which contained intrigue and pornography.
Yes, I like both of that. One more than the other, but okay.
You looked around a bit, trying to find Amiko. 2 of you broke a foot, well, twisted an ankle.
Yeah, it still hurts.
Agna, and because rolling a natural 1 on a Sunder break on a locked door of good quality, I made Lazarus and Agna have essentially halved movement speed.
Oh my god!
Until I deemed the wound healed, which was I kept alluding. I'm thinking of like letting it be a day. So basically, when you decide to like rest for the night, like it's gonna be healed the next day, essentially.
Neat.
But
Good thing
for
we're never
right
sitting
now,
again,
you're
guys.
stuck with a combat speed of 10.
Boo.
Yeah.
But yeah, Azura fainted from lack of sleep. Azura fainted from lack of sleep and sort of sat in the hallway while the others did Scooby-Doo shit and looked around all the places. Agna broke off from the group to go explore on his own. And Lazarus decided to follow after not very long happened after that as well. Agna found out that the beach outside of the cave is at the very least not within sightline of Sandpoint. And down the other hallway, he found some ruins and a monstrous creature that you guys have yet to identify.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have to identify it.
And little while, like basically in the middle of combat, well, the tail end of combat, Lazarus caught up to Agna, saw something, and then the rest arrived and saw Agna and Lazarus just sort of standing there. Everyone is together with the exception of Azara, who is currently waking up downstairs. Let's start there, shall we?
Now, did you decide if I got rid of the second?
I decided that you are no longer sickened, but you're still You're still fatigued, not exhausted. You're fatigued.
Okay, that's a lot less minuses.
Yeah, That and also we are down a barbarian today, so.
And if we, yeah.
So you wake up, you kind of feel something unpleasant on your tongue as you drag it off of the floor, and you find yourselves amongst dead goblins and in darkness.
All right, because you can't see.
And he took the torch. Oh no, you never. Wait, you never. Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
dropped the
Only
torch.
Agnar had a torch. Only Agnar had a torch. That one, yeah.
Agnar was our light, just like Miguel.
Azara would look around, reach
You see
into her
darkness.
fighter's kit, pull out a torch and light it.
She
Okay.
conquered the darkness.
So you see the downstairs that you were familiar with from last time before you blacked out. You see dead goblins lying to your left and to your right. None of the doors are open, and except for the secret door. Can you roll me a perception?
First roll of the night.
Hey.
Day,
It's your
whatever
luck.
the fuck it is.
Hey, do you want another snap to track? See who gets the most first rolls of the night.
The most first rolls? Oh my god, I think I lost.
Sorry, trying to find my thing. Okay. 8 plus 3 is 11.
3 is an 11. Yeah, I could reasonably say that you can see some very, very obvious like scuff marks in the sand and dust on the floor, like leaving outside, like leaving towards the hidden exit. You see several I'm not gonna say you see footprints, but you definitely see 2 pairs of like scuff marks that are going towards that way. Like someone moved that way in a haste, and you see like some other like. I suppose you see more than just 2 pairs, like technically 4 pairs. Anyways, you see a lot of movement going towards this way.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to open this door.
It is locked.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh my
I was like, which one's a Miko? I can get in there, I know that.
god. Like that.
Oh, I have a Lutheran hammer and a power attack.
Go for it.
Do it. Do it.
It is a very
the
good
hammer.
door.
Yeah, I won't break, come on. Weapons don't break in D&D. Totally
What?
had like 2 weapons break last session in a different game. Totally didn't have that happen. Totally. I totally wasn't one of them either.
No, wait, you really happened to you too? I thought it was only Miguel.
Miguel broke his great axe, I broke my scimitar.
I didn't hear about the scimitar. Okay. Oh my god.
Why didn't that update? Hold on.
So, Arslan, you need to read. Wait, Arslan, are you a Batman fan, bro? I really don't know about you. I feel like you're ambivalent. Yeah, ambivalent.
Okay,
right?
I'm a D&D fan, like listening to the
Yeah,
session.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna shun your chest. That's why I'm a fan. That's what I'm partial to.
So, I rolled a 15. I think I have a +4, so that's a 19.
Well, you're attacking a door, so it's going to be a standard AC of 10.
Okay. So
That's
then
mostly
I need to
damage.
roll a... Oh, shit, I forgot that I actually do need D12s.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Curse the barbarians!
oh, Kage.
What?
I believe in you. The fate of one path of our lives is in your hands.
Okay, fuzzy dice.
Fuzzy dice.
Yeah.
I like
Straight from the car.
from the mirror.
Yeah. Mirror.
Okay, so... I rolled a 10.
Your minus
3.
is.
Oh right, yeah, she's exhausted still, yeah.
She's just fatigued, so she only takes some.
I thought she was
-1
exhausted.
to the damage.
Okay, so
it's
then
worse.
yeah, the +4. That's 14 points of damage to the door.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was exhausted.
Nice. 14 points of damage.
You put down the hammer and pick up the torch from the floor to check the damage you did. Upon further inspection, you see the door is of It's of wood trim, but it's mostly made of iron by the looks of it. And the swing you did, which you would think would shatter a lesser door, has barely made a dent in this one.
Oh my.
Okay. I'm going to put a cold shot then.
Oh, you're gonna hit the wood in its terms, I'm guessing.
No, I'm gonna hit the doorknob.
There is. Was there a doorknob? I thought there wasn't. And I remember I've heard multiple doors in the last week, so it's
Go for the doorknob, I guess.
Oh my god. She's gonna break off the doorknob.
Well, 5 plus 5 is 10, so I hit the door.
Are we sure?
It's a cold shot, so no, it's a miss.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, call shots. Not only do you have to
high penalty,
game, you take a lot of penalties for trying to hit a specific area.
Oh, so that's what she was trying to do. That's what she
yeah.
meant by
It's like an optional rule, essentially.
Specific. Okay.
Like you can actually call shot limbs, head,
really?
the heart.
Yeah.
So this is
there's some neat things that you can do with it.
This sounds like Fallout.
Yeah, if you make it past the penalty, it's actually really good. But
tricky cold shots are at the -5. Challenging cold shots, like very small areas like fingers, eyes, or a creature's neck, is a -10. Examples of the tricky shots. The tricky shots are stuff like hand, head, or the well-protected areas. But yeah, regardless, rolling the modified 10 is not going to be enough to hit the doorknob.
That's fair.
You hit the floor.
Yeah. I didn't hit my toes though, so I'm better than
Dane.
You're
good. You did that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. We know.
If you keep rolling for the door, it's gonna happen. Probably.
Speaking of,
you not one.
I got the deck.
No way.
Okay.
We got the deck. Okay. We got the deck this time.
I'm scared.
Okay, I rolled a 14 on the dice, so that's a modified 19.
And I could be funny and say it's a -10 to hit the doorknob, so it's not a miss. But I'll humor you, and you say you hit the doorknob.
Okay.
No, we just break the door and can't get in entirely that way. That'd be suck.
So
That's a 15 for damage.
So you knock the doorknob off the door, but apart from that, it doesn't appear to have done a whole lot to open the door.
Oh, fuck. I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Wait, repeat that again?
She knocks off the doorknob, but it doesn't really do much for opening the door.
Knocking off the doorknob and going to check it out, you see you see the stub of the doorknob, which was broken off. Which
it may have made it worse. May have made it worse.
I was actually thinking that, bro, as we're fixing
I had a feeling it was gonna make it worse.
That's literally, you never break off the fucking doorknob unless it's a really shitty fucking house, bro, and you can access the locking mechanism from the inside. This is not a shitty house. This is a fucking mansion. Oh my god.
Oh, it's a Glassworks. Come on.
No. It's okay.
Glassworks are a freaking smugglers tunnel.
Oh my god. Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked.
Okay, well, it looks like I'm hitting the door again.
Let's just burn down.
Tell me when it's their turn.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna have you roll one more thing, and then I'm gonna essentially exposition you with something, and you're gonna have to make a choice from there, I suppose.
Oh,
okay.
Well, cooking.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Roll.
For another 15 points of damage.
Same as last time, you barely notice that it has made any effect on the door.
Mm-hmm.
From looking at these doors, these are unreasonably well made for the location that they are in. From just a common sight of view, you realize you're down here in the dark alone, hearing nothing around you, and you would imagine if you're gonna keep on breaking down this door, this could be an entire ordeal.
Oh my.
I'd go so far as to say there's a chance of your Lucerne breaking before the door does.
No way.
Yeah, and then weapons break. You saw it.
Wow, yeah, but that easily, bro. Well, I mean,
not that easy. You're smashing a metal thing against stone door over and over. He's not saying it's gonna instantly break. He's saying like if you keep smashing and try to open it, it's gonna potentially break over time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not hitting flesh or stuff it's supposed to hit. It's hitting literal stone.
Just like my heart.
Yes, like your heart.
I'm not saying you can destroy the Lucerne by keeping on hitting it with a door, but keep on long enough, and I could say, let's say, the Lucerne gains the broken condition until it's fixed. By the tip is bent, the handle itself is crooked, making it awkward and unwieldy. But yeah. So my question here is now: do you want to exclude yourself from the group by just keeping on hammering at this door for the sake of love, or do you want to go and see if you can find the others to maybe drag them back and have them help?
I would like to do one thing before I do that.
Go on.
Make sure she's behind the door.
I want to stick the pointy end of my lucerne through the doorknob that I knocked off to see if I can't push out the lock.
No, here's the thing. You didn't make a hole. You knocked off the metal off the doorknob. There's a metal. The metal nub that was closer to the door is still standing.
Okay. Okay.
So you literally knocked off. You didn't knock it out. You knocked off the end of the door of the.
Okay, I did not do what I had planned on doing.
You plan to open the lock thing so you can pick it?
It kind of like push the mechanism through.
Yeah, you're planning to break open the parts so you can like use your lucerne as a lockpick is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, you're not trying to pick the lock. You're trying to brute force the hell out of it.
Yes, of course.
It's effectively pick the lock, just with a lot of force in it. You know.
It's not picking the lock. At that point, it's plucking the lock out of its place.
Listen, just because there's a high chance you jam it doesn't mean.
Yeah, no, I guess I'm gonna go follow them.
For the sake of party cohesion, I would say probably a good choice.
I hope Horace is ready for me to drag him back.
Are you ready to get shot this time? Because I have weapons for this time and I'm actually hungry. So
So let us start and have a couple of rounds with this group first. Then I've tied it up the map a bit. It's made look a little bit smaller.
Thank you.
But at least the squares are going to be a bit more aligned.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Where's our tokens?
Removed for the sake of my convenience.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you get? Demands on game.
It's an easy fix. If you guys aren't on the board, I win by default.
Oh,
yeah, he won. He already beat the game. He's literally finished.
You know what? I summoned myself. I used the 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼.
Oh, that means we can summon whenever we want to do our bidding. Okay.
Cool. Chose now listens to us, Strife.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's a summon. We can make him do our bidding. He has to follow our will when we summon him.
That's right.
What if he inflicts confusion on everyone?
That's fine.
We'll
it's fine.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's see. I want to say. Let's see. Did Chodus fail his knowledge save?
He did for the book. He didn't do another. I don't think he did one after that.
Okay, so yeah, he did do one for the runes on the bricks that he saw on the ground.
I remember you mentioning he saw like charged words like lust and stuff like that. I remember you mentioning that.
He didn't see lust. He saw words charged with violent emotions.
Yeah, words. Yeah, you did tell him that. Yeah, words charged with violent emotions.
He saw bricks on the floor, and on the corner of each brick, on the outside facing wall, there were essentially words like word runes etched, and it was in Thessalonian.
Oh.
Yeah, that he did see. I remember hearing that part.
Yeah. But he didn't roll a check on the being on the floor, I don't think.
No, he did not. Because we got to when our group got to the other two, that's when we about wrapped up with you mentioning he's Thessalonians and he can make the words. So that's where we wrapped up.
Correct. So I can check out the corpse. I mean the body.
Here's the question: what do you want to roll for it? Let's play this game again.
Give me the context. It's just a corpse in front of me. Does it look desiccated? Does it look like
if you want context, I do believe we have an image in world setting.
We do.
Do we?
Wait, no world setting.
No, we don't know world. I think I was supposed to in chat once, and I don't know where it went after that.
Oh, LOL.
I'll repost the image that you guys see in world setting if I can find it. But yeah, so
I went to look for it earlier. I'm like, oh, I don't see it.
On a quick glance, it definitely looks like a sort of deformed humanoid.
What the fuck? Does it look old, like dusty?
Incredibly, no, it doesn't.
No. Relatively fresh, maybe. Not really. Maybe I don't know.
It's difficult. It's difficult to tell.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So this is a being that you see laid on the floor. It has a split jaw. It has elongated limbs. Its knees are all fucked up. Instead of hands, it has claws. So now's the question. What knowledge do you want to roll to find out what this thing is?
I'll leave it just to you, Perry. I won't give any of this work.
No. I'm split between Arcana and History because I think it might be magic. Arcana? What's Arcana again? It's magic shit, right?
Arcana's like
Arcana is
magical
magic
beasts
shit,
and
yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
Okay, it's magic and spells and stuff like that.
Actually, what skills out of curiosity, Perry, what skills do you have in general for knowledge?
For knowledge, I have Arcana, Dungeoneering, and Planes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But yeah, so give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, thank you. Go!
Oh, your rolls are actually good.
21.
It's not screwing you this time.
21. I forgot to use the actual dice.
So you don't recall what kind of being this is. But I would say with a 21, I could tell you that this is a being created via this looks like a being that could have been like manipulated or like perversed via a magical ritual.
I was right.
Out of beings that it could have been in that case, this could be a form of monstrous humanoid. It could be an aberration, or let's see, what else could it potentially be?
I was gonna think undead, maybe.
I was thinking about that. Like in a very weird circumstance, this might be some sort of undead creature. In which case, out of those three, it would either correspond to a religion check for undead, it would be a nature check for a monstrous humanoid, or it would be a dungeoneering check if it was an aberration.
Oh.
See you, man.
Hold on, I relay the information to my compatriots.
Like I said, like you've rolled one knowledge, but you can try to you rolled one knowledge. It was not the right creature type, but I gave you hints to what you might be. So if you have any of those other three, I do believe you mentioned one of them. You can re-roll with that one if you want to.
I have dungeoneering, correct? Yes. So it's a D20 plus my modifier of 4. So then let me open up the holy dice.
Do you actually have a point in it, though?
I do. I do have a point in it. That's why I selected it.
An actual rank, wow.
He's a thinker.
Yeah, so
Like us.
for the dungeoneering. 13 plus 8, another 20. No, plus 4. 13
17.
Plus 4, 17.
So you have 1 point in it then.
Yes.
Oh wait.
I have a check mark on it. I have a blue check mark on
it.
it.
You should put a rank in it, though.
You have a check mark,
but
you have a rank in it.
Oh,
no,
I
he
didn't
doesn't.
put any rank. I didn't put a rank. I put a
So,
check mark.
so in which case you are hard capped. The knowledges you have a listing is Arcana and History. Those are the skills that you have.
Oh wow! Oh my god. Okay.
So basically you rolled about a 10, but when rolling a knowledge you don't have trained in, you would only get a max of 10. So you would know for certain. Well, that's an aberration, all right. That looks like an aberration to you.
does indeed. Son, wait, explain to me really quickly. What does this blue check mark thing again? That's proficiency. What is this?
That's
Okay, so
what your class skill
if
is.
you look at dungeoneering,
that doesn't give me any bonuses though, huh?
If you add 1 rank to it, you automatically get a +3.
Oh!
Meanwhile, with the engineering, you don't get anything. Class skills essentially means that it is the sort of a skill that your class excels at, meaning that it's easier for your class to learn than others.
Yeah, you get an initial bump up to your ability with it.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people say. Like, if you have spare skills, just put random like 1
And
rank
knowledge.
into anything that you have like trained, especially
Yeah.
in knowledge.
For example, I like to put 1 rank in every knowledge, like over time, so I can do any knowledge skill check.
Yeah.
It becomes very much handy.
Or
if you're a bard,
if you're a high-level bard, you can roll on any knowledge, even if you don't have it, because jack of all trades.
Yeah, jack of all trades, nice. It's real nice.
Jack of all trades and law master. I want to say that specifically.
Oh my god!
Jack of all trades adds a blanket bonus to everything you roll.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Huh, I did not know that.
That's abusive.
Let's see here. Jack of all trades, level 10. At 10th level, you can use any skill, even if the number requires to be. Okay, here we go. Never mind. That's what Jack of all trades does. You can use any skill, even if it requires to be trained, at level 10. At level 16, you consider all skills to be class skills. At level 19, you can take 10 on any skill, even if you wouldn't normally be allowed to.
Oh.
At level 5, you gain Law Master, allowing you to take a 10 on any knowledge skill you have a rank in, and allowing you to roll on any knowledge skill you don't have a rank in. Oh, is that? No, wait, that's something else. That might be Jack of all trades, now I think about it. No, Bardic Knowledge. Here we go. Add half your class level to all knowledge checks and may take all knowledge checks untrained. That is Bardic Knowledge at first level.
Okay.
So at 10th level, you gain a blanket +5 to all knowledge checks. But yeah, Bard is very fun. It's one of my favorite classes.
I like 5e bards personally the most, but yeah, it's bards are good.
I think I prefer. I like some things of 5e bard. I like Vicious Mockery as a cantrip.
It's fun.
I like the idea of burst buffing rather than just, hey, you get inspiration for a round.
Oh, I built the melee bard because college swords. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
It's a very nice subpass.
Let me give you guys some more area to look at.
Woo!
Because
what this is showed us.
You looked into like the B2.
But since Joyce relayed that kind of like what he was guessing at, could I roll nature and maybe Lazarus or religion off of that because he wasn't mentioning to us as it was going through.
I mean, if you want to roll something, if he was musing, then you could try to roll. But
yeah, I'll try for nature.
From his untrained 10 in dungeoneering, he would have said, "Yep, that's an aberration, all right."
To be an aberration.
So you would essentially know this thing isn't undead or monstrous humanoid.
Okay.
I'll attempt a dungeoneering check.
Fuck yeah.
Do you have it trained?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
24.
Lucky son of a bitch.
What was
Do
DC?
you have it trained? Of course I do.
No, I'm saying lucky son of a bitch of having taken dungeoneering. That's why I said lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Because this is a sin spawn.
What?
Oh lord.
This is a sin spawn, specifically a Wrath sin spawn.
So we found Lust Form and the other one we see Wrath. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh no.
So
we can't escape.
With a 24, I'm just gonna hijack that and just sort of give you some information.
Woo!
So, this is like you look over this thing and you start like you're a military man. Every once in a while, you like to read up on weird shit, right? And you recall one time coming across let's just say it was a book labeled Thessalonian Horrors. Or 10 Thessalonian horror stories to scare you awake at night. You were standing on guard at the time. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so you read about these sin spawn, and the sin spawn basically came in every color of the sin bow. they all shared some traits, but they were individually different because they served different masters. Each sin spawn were perverted in such a way they can sniff the scent around them and catch whiffs of a person who is guilty of indulging in the sin that they are tuned to. So, for example, a wrath spawn can sniff the air and, let's say, could have smelled someone wrathful, like from a long whiles away. A person who is bitten by a sin spawn is affected by an overwhelming flood of emotion tied to that emotion. So, for example, with Agna, now Miguel isn't here, but when Agna was bitten last time and failed his save, he became sickened for 1d6 minutes. He would technically be sickened now still, and is like clutching his head because he is right now imagining like everything that made him a little bit angry and just sort of scaling it up. Let's say you were angry at a friend for like a slight. If you're affected by this, then you might have seen that slight and just sort of escalated to like unreasonable levels. Like levels like, like you stole my gummy bear, I'm gonna break your fucking legs for that.
Yeah.
The bite technically is a curse, but it does like go away like with time. Now the way these creatures were made, this is the last bit of information I'm going to give you about 24. You don't know anything about this, but you know that it just mentioned that these creatures are made in terrifying wells of power that are all rumored to exist.
We should probably head back to the surface. As after I, one, glean that information and two, relay it back to Chodas and Fletcher and Agnar.
Coward.
Coward.
Wow.
It's not Coward's way of retreat. He will simply say, we need to head back to the surface. We should prepare ourselves for what we're going to find down here.
Fletcher nods.
Draw the sword. I'm kidding.
You're gonna raffle. He's taking away from your knowledge. Get him. He's hoarding it for himself. Fletcher nods. In his mind, there's lots to report to, and the party's not exactly at full strength right now.
All right.
As you start turning about and start to go home, you start hearing footsteps from up the hall.
Longbow is drawn and aimed.
You see a light sort of cresting around the edge.
Lazarus is keeping an eye.
Now, how premature is Fletcher in his pre-fire?
He wants to identify first. He identifies first, then he does.
Okay. In that case, you notice Azra just coming around the hallway.
Okay. He does not fire then.
Azra, you see past the group, and you see what appears to be an elaborate hallway system, and just bricks laying around the place.
Well, my eyes lock onto Fletcher's eye holes.
Well, more like the sheen of his mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really see my holes in this kind of lighting for sure.
Cold shot. Aim for the eyes. Go.
Aim for the eyes. Not
20.
Don't worry, I didn't roll a nat 20.
But a lunge was made. Aggression has been established. Retaliation.
Retaliation. I fire.
Natural 20. Azra's dead.
Natural 20.
Oh god.
I'm gonna roll just for fun. I want to see what the dice roll. I'm just gonna roll for fun. I'm not gonna do anything. I just want to see.
Rolling for fun has been acknowledged.
Will do. I don't know which dice. Let's do this dice. It would have been a
you're
17 on the dice, but.
So you do a pew pew finger gun, gotcha.
How are you feeling?
No response.
And you're probably not wrong. You're probably right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna preempt Kage saying no response.
Yeah. No, she's just staring at. Her eyes flick over to you.
It's something on my helmet.
Well, we can only hope there's something in it.
Just a sigh through her nose.
Getting ready to head back to the surface anyhow.
Immediate concerned look on her face.
Azra sees the clearly aberration laying beside Lazarus. Actually, Lazarus, did you even share with the group what this thing was, or did you just keep it to yourself?
No, I said after gleaning the knowledge and relaying the information.
So you
said
relayed
that
the
we were head
information.
back.
No, I asked if you shared the information that this thing was a sin spawn. Like, did you share this?
I relayed the information.
Well, I wasn't there for that, and I just rolled a natural 20.
Yeah,
Hey, well, you have a
26.
dungeon.
You essentially.
Yes, I have dungeoneering.
Huh.
You essentially know the same thing that Lazarus does. That these things are essentially servants of Thassalon. They were foot soldiers, and they were created through like wells of power. What way is uncertain, but they were created.
We need to prepare for what's down here.
I give him the look.
You're gonna have to explain to me what is the look again. It's been a while since you gave me the look.
Any look?
The look of death.
Are you telling me you don't know ASL, Dane?
ASL?
American
Sometimes
Sign Language.
I slip slumbering.
That was Zara's sign language. Zara's sign language, no.
Well, to be fair, that could also
And
be
he
it.
shoots back a serious
That's
look.
combat speech.
Oh, we got that.
So hi, Bun Bun.
Hello, Bun Bun. Anyways, he shoots back a serious look. I'm not playing.
Just nod sagely.
Sagely.
I am the sage. I am a sage. I'm like
So we're heading
Jiraiya,
back.
bro, but less horny.
Shake my head.
Why?
SMH. SMHD?
We're clearly under-equipped for what's down here. From what the note says, as he points to Fletcher, who holds the note, there's definitely more down here waiting for us.
Lazarus, you remember that Agnar took this thing on in single combat?
And yes, we're currently down Agnar.
You undersell yourself. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes, he does. Not to mention, his fucking shield spikes are currently inflicted with the broken
It feels like she is exhausted at this point. How many spells do you have left, by the way? Lazarus out of curiosity.
You see her open her mouth to speak, and nothing comes out.
Oh my.
Lazarus at least has 2 spell slots left.
I
Yeah.
legitimately don't know
And
how
has zero.
Yeah,
I think you don't have any left, Perry.
Yeah, I don't
you
have
all
any
just dropped
left.
twice, so we're actually very low on resources for our people.
Yeah, and I'm the only party healer. I only have
Oh my
2 slots to
God.
heal.
Yeah, let's not. Let's just take a nice nap, guys.
Remember, it's not 5e, Perry. You need full rest.
Oh,
8 hours.
We have to
God.
rest up on the surface.
Son, let's go upstairs. There's just a bunch of dead bodies, you know. I'm sure they won't mind if we sleep somewhere in here. I'm sure they won't mind. Totes okay. I actually don't say this in
He
character.
He
gives
says
an
this.
anger She has an anger sigh.
Can you roll me D100, please?
Me?
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh
What
no!
does that mean? What does that mean? What does that
We're in the
mean?
raft spawn section. Anger
Oh!
side.
Remember what just happened, Chodas.
They can sense her
16.
now.
So with the angry
God.
sigh, I would imagine Chodas is just glued to this to the runes, just sort of in the bricks.
Yeah, we're studying,
also, yeah.
taking notes.
Also, yeah, Chodas, are you going to take this standing down or sitting down? I mean,
Take
you
what?
just finally found something Thessalonian.
Yes. I mean, I'm very excited. I'm just trying to keep myself measured. I feel a little bit tired too. I'm not
Well,
up
with
to
Azra's
full strength.
angry sigh, you start seeing the you start seeing the slowest of shimmers in the runes in the corners of one of the bricks you're holding.
Oh no.
Was it powering this shit? Oh no.
My God, I
I thought you were the
exclaim.
resident expert here. What's going on?
I exclaim and then I start pointing and shouting to the others in a calm manner. I'm not angry. I'm excited. I'm excited.
He's excited.
I'm excited. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, guys. Something is happening in the corner. The brick is glowing. And then I point to the glowing brick.
I have no idea what those runes are.
You see the glow? Yes, Lazarus, it's not just me, correct? My eyes don't deceive me.
The glow is
It is a
faint.
nod. Maybe it's you are seeds.
I don't know.
She'll make a sign, or like the hand with the pen, kind of kind of motion.
Right? Give her paper.
Down. Oh, okay, the
Which
Chodas.
means like give her something to write with, yeah.
The Chodas.
The magical artifact of the push ballpoint pen.
Ah, magical. Yeah, technically, a lot of the things we think are mundane, if we went back several hundred years, they'd be like, "Oh my fucking God, you guys are witches." But yeah, okay.
A warlock, come on.
Yeah.
So do you give her something to write with?
Yes, of course, with writing instruments as well.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna type it out.
Oh.
Great.
Thanks.
No, we have not found a makeup. I doubt she's down here.
Yes, we might have seen her. This isn't a very large space. No, we don't leave. Egad.
Considering where we found one of her relatives, she's probably back there somewhere. We can if we can find the key. But the only key I have is unfortunately does not work for the ones in the basement. I already damaged an ankle trying to bust open one of those doors, and so did Agnar.
Agnar waves from the corner, just sort of rubbing his ankles.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
It was never seen again.
You got the knob off. Okay. I don't know how that's supposed to help with unlocking a door.
You get a shrug.
Look, let's head back, talk to the guards, see if they can help us find a key in order to find a makeup. And we're not going to wait any days. We're going to be here while we try and get whatever there's in those doors open. Right?
Shakes her head.
She shakes her head. Zara, what do you want from me? Clearly, we can't keep going further down here without the fact that we're going to be possibly finding more of the whatever these are. I mean, yeah, Agnar was able to kill it, but I doubt he can keep going as he is. We managed to clear out what was left inside the freaking glassworks. All that's left are those doors that we can't open. If anything, she could probably last maybe 2-3 days without food or water.
I give the 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼 fuck you hand gesture and go upstairs.
It's the oh goodness me, it's the it's circle finger but it's like a halo.
Apparently she's making her way back. Come on, Chodas. Come on, Agnar. Come on, Fletcher. You gotta try and see if we can find a Mako back there before Azara throws a fit. As Lazarus, I assume, leads the group back.
Fletcher, I mentioned we can always split up. Some stay back here and try to keep going, or others get help.
I'm not so certain that would be a good idea.
And there's nothing to stop the guy coming back and getting his sister. She's in one of the rooms.
I mean, if he did, wouldn't he have used her as a hostage?
Not if we're blocking all the rooms and get to run past us, get to her, and be traps.
True, we did kind of cut off a lot of his escape. He is a flippy motherfucker. Would you like to stay back here?
Sure.
I said who, not sure.
That's your answer.
Fletcher's being more talkative than usual.
He talks when he needs to talk. If he doesn't need to talk, he doesn't talk.
Alright then. How about this? In case something happens, for the time being, while we're split, you and Chota stay down here, investigate what we have down here without delving into that room we saw further down. I'll take Agnar and head back with Azar, and we'll try and find a Mako back there. If an hour or two passes and I haven't heard anything from you guys, I'm coming back to find you. But try and come back in an hour from now if nothing happens, okay? Right. Come on, Agnar. Notice. Try and behave yourself.
Man, that is debatable.
Fletcher, if he starts freaking out, shoot his foot.
Oh, whoa.
Fletcher nuts.
Do you want to see me dance?
Hobble him, survive yourself. Just lead him to death.
Sacrifice.
Oh
There can only be one.
Yeah, I've seen it, Ban. I've seen it. I've failed to respond to it. I'm sort of trying to figure out how to place to work it in.
I see what you put, Will. God damn it.
Also, I think if I recall, we always had...
That was a while ago, Dane. You need to start looking at
Yeah, it's a while ago.
I was a little focused on the RP. I'm sorry. I need to make a fucking sound word for that.
Here's the thing, Dane. Are you using your eyes to roleplay?
I do tend to kind of keep an eye on the screen whenever I roleplay, yes. By the way, hi, Dark Patch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think if I remember right, Mushy was upstairs smashing bottles last we saw.
Well, last we heard her, at least.
Yeah, that's what we heard from. That's what she was doing, smashing bottles upstairs while we were downstairs.
So, Lazarus takes Agnar and follows after Zara back to the previous area. Leaving Chodas and Fletcher behind in this area.
Sure.
Oh, I just realized. Oh, yeah, I guess I gotta think about that too while they're gone. Okay.
Wait,
Roll me a perception.
you guys-
Roll me a perception check.
Who?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh
sure.
you
When
you guys left Mushi upstairs to her own
She-
devices?
she ran off
Yes, we did.
upstairs, we were down here.
Still, you left her upstairs and didn't go see what she was doing?
Joda saw what she was doing. She was smashing
So-
bottles. She left her there and
so
we
here-
went back.
So here's
Okay.
here's
Normal cat
here's
behavior.
here's what has happened. So Chodas and Fletcher was
Fletcher.
upstairs looking. They noticed Musha sort of smashing glass again, and they left her be. And they went downstairs to report to Lazarus without seeing him. And when they was downstairs, they started rushing. So yes, technically speaking, they left Mushi alone in the glassworks upstairs.
Oh, you shouldn't leave a kitsune in a glass workshop, especially if it's the alignment I have her as.
And you're
Yeah,
hired
you
as the
got it.
guard, so we assumed you wouldn't try to do too much
yeah,
to your
Lazarus-
town you're guarding. Because that's what
Lazarus,
you were.
Azra, perceptions, please.
All right, coming right up.
Oh well, look, my perception didn't count, right? Like,
No, your perception counted. Sorry,
Here's the
Mr.
thing.
Natural One.
Here's the thing: your perception very much counts, but you
No,
are
no.
just too enamored looking at the runes and stuff.
yeah, exactly. I'm
15.
stuck. Thank you.
Dirty 20.
15 and 20. Lazarus, you hear motion upstairs.
Uh-oh. I will attempt to start rushing.
Let's reset this area. Boop. Away with those. Okay. So you're rushing upstairs, and is Azara following?
I was following after Zara.
Azra left first.
Azara first.
I'm
Well, did you-
only going up to the doors.
Oh my.
The commotion you hear is from up the stairs, Lazarus.
Agar, stay with Azara. I will head upstairs.
Azara would give
I would
him
also
a
say,
look and tell him to go up himself.
I would say, seeing as Miguel is not here, I would say Agar would stay downstairs for the sake of safety, seeing as he has fought those things.
This
That's
is the
just me
part in the
saying, though.
stream where we talk
Yeah.
mad shit about Miguel right now. Like so much.
That's fair.
I fucking love that guy so much. Fuck him. I love him. So I did it. I said it.
I'll head up. I head upstairs.
Me and Fletcher high five. Dude,
No.
I'm kidding. Fuck you. I want to high five you. Ew. It's rude.
Yeah.
Show your chest. I unzip.
Don't
Zip
blow
in the room
anything
with
up
brass
down there.
on? Okay, go for it.
But yeah, so just to reiterate, like right now as I see it, Agna would be downstairs with Fletcher and Chodas. Azra would be downstairs with the glassworks, and now Lazarus is upstairs.
We're everywhere.
I just feel when it comes
Yeah, it's easier.
when a player is not here, I want to say it is probably going to be the best idea for me to choose where they're going to be essentially stationed, because they are to this effect now like a non-combat entity. I don't want you guys making choices on other
Their
people's-
behalfs. Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, I don't know if Agna would like to partake in also say public defacing of objects, but hey. Anyways, that's beside the point. So you get upstairs, Lazarus, and you start hearing the commotion is very much closer.
I will move towards the commotion.
You move towards the commotion. You get up into the open room, and you see that the door right in front of you to the left is wide open. And what you find inside, looking, is a little fox just sort of tussling around in one of the boxes filled with sand. Just sort of splashing and thrashing about.
Lazarus going to rub the bridge of his nose. And he's going to grab the fox.
You step inside and you notice there is broken glass all over the floor.
Wait, does she have the key? Oh my god, so we couldn't find it.
He's going to pick the fox up out of the box of sand.
Does the fox the fox protest this action?
I've leaked nothing. What are you talking about, Wog?
If I get no response, I'm just going to assume that the struggle from the fox is just sort of squirming, trying to get away, but
Not us, Perry, not us.
Okay, good.
Oh, Mushi's typing.
Mushi's typing.
Keep in mind, you can't speak in fox form. Not with unnatural speak. Oh, natural spell, sorry. Oh wait, never mind. Natural spell with is helping spells. Natural speak allows you to speak.
Yeah, it's probably racial fear or something, right? Or...
It is druid feats. Natural speak and natural spell are two different things.
Oh, okay.
The only thing is that natural spell allows you to cast spells with grunts and animal gestures, while natural speak allows you to speak common and like all your known languages as an animal. So you can be a bird just sort of saying "fuck off" to the people passing by.
Fuck off.
Yeah, just sitting in a tree starting beef between people. the druid with high bluff and mimicry in alt voice.
Well, you turn into a parrot at that point, but...
No. That would be too obvious. You just sort of sit there as a sparrow.
Oh, true. Sparrow, yeah. You mean much less obvious for it. Yeah, true.
Fox? Right now, this is not the time to be fucking around and breaking stuff inside of the glassworks and causing such a commotion when we have a dead body, B, goblin influx, and C, a runaway.
Lazarus, that stern father figure.
He keeps her away from his face as she attempts to lick and sets her down on her feet on the ground.
Roll reflex to avoid glass. That would be mean.
That would be mean.
Avoid dusting grounds.
Right now, we need to find something to open up the locks downstairs. If you know where we can find a key, that'd be delightful. But for now, try and keep destruction to a minimum. There's only really one body up here last I checked. Lazarus is gonna go back to see if he can investigate Kaijutsu's body.
Yeah, maybe there's a key there.
Maybe.
You have a fox trying to join you as well.
Indeed, I'm not gonna shake her off, but I'm gonna head back to Mr. Kaijutsu's body.
Now I will say this. I did talk about the body, but that was on a pretense you guys were going to move forwards. So I won't guarantee you're going to find anything.
All right. Give me a hand here, little fox.
Also, if memory serves, you technically already have searched him once, but that was upon entry.
I did a medical search. I didn't actually search the body.
Well, I asked you if you did an intrusive check or not.
He said no, yeah.
I said no.
Anyways.
Wow. Morals.
You said no too, Jodis. You said you weren't going to be intrusive.
Yeah, wow, morals.
Morals, yeah. Both of you guys did non-intrusive search, but one was medical, one was searching for actual stuff.
We're respectful.
So I'll intrude on the personage and attempt to see if I can find anything. Hey,
wow.
I get a +2 to it now. Thank you, Mushi.
Wow, what a faux pas.
I don't think that was an 8. What was that roll for?
Dane asked for an aid.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, as you pass, just so we don't go too quickly, as you pass by this room, there is not a single piece of intact glass left.
I'll talk to you later on that.
It was the goblins.
So that would be a modified 15 on an intrusive search.
Yeah, you essentially find the same thing that Chodas found. You find that his entire like upper and lower torso are covered in like streaky sheets of glass. You have difficulty finding out if this was done before or after death, but it definitely does not look. It doesn't look nice. But apart from that, you find nothing of value upon his person through the 15.
All right. Only one thing I can literally do now in order to appease Azara before she flips the lid. And he is going to step away from the body and kind of take a look outside the building.
This is the part where I would love to say just see a wall of guards, but the amount of guards in town is very minimal at this point.
That would have been great, honestly. With a wall of guards, that'd be amazing.
Would have been hilarious.
I mean, that's establishing a perimeter, just arms standing.
Yeah, exactly. Arm in arm. I wish, man, that'd be amazing.
Soldier.
He flips off Dane.
Yes.
You're not the boss of me.
I'm not your soldier.
But yeah, no. If you're looking outside, you basically see there's no one out there. It appears that the soldiers have essentially cleared the area.
Oh.
Just our luck too. All right, I guess I'll head back down with the fox after picking her back up.
That's a bit rude to just sort of pick up the fox. I mean, at least you can let her ride voluntarily on their shoulders.
He would put her on her shoulders. No luck on finding a key anywhere.
If Mushi wants to pick up a piece of glass from the floor, then yeah, she can have a piece of glass. The fox now has a glass shiv in its mouth.
Oh my god.
Here you go, do a crime, essentially.
Okay, Azar, so how do you propose we open these doors? There's no key, and I doubt we can get through any of these iron doors here, or stone doors.
This was a stone door, the others were iron, sturdy iron doors with wood trimming.
Okay, I doubt we can get through these iron doors.
Was on mute. She turns her back to you.
Roll for pouch damage?
What dice is pout damage?
Oh, I guess I forgot to mention I'm immune to pout damage.
Yeah, Dane's
It is
immune.
always D12.
Dane claimed immunity before. I remember this. I was
That's
I
there.
great.
rolled a 6 on the d12.
The
I
problem
take
is
0 damage.
You're facing away from him, so the powder's ineffectual, but the turnaround is
That's
cold.
fair.
My God. My
I
God.
know you still have that piece of paper and the quill he gave you.
Flip him off again.
So I'm hearing his long rest, everyone.
A better idea.
We're going to a strip club.
Lazarus is going to call for Ameko. He's going to call out her name.
Okay, you call out her name.
Any responses?
I think that should suffice.
All right. He's just rubbing his face as he just inhales and exhales. We're running low on resources for the time being. And if you're wanting to make sure that she's not down there, we need time to rest and recuperate and get prepared.
As you say you're low on resources, can you give me an intelligence check, please?
Four.
Yeah, no, you don't remember shit.
Abusive.
Azra, you're gonna roll, and because of the subject, roll me intelligence with a +4.
Okay, well, I rolled a 16 with the +4 makes it a 20, plus my intelligence a 2 makes it a 22.
Yeah, you remember that it's the promised payday, and you haven't gone to pick up your payday yet. It is currently Oath Day, and you were promised that you can go and pick up essentially your weekly pay for being stationed at the town as honorary militia down at the guardhouse sometime today.
Question. Would I know if there's a locksmith in town?
Oh,
Ooh.
that'd be amazing. That's actually very smart. I didn't think of that.
Roll me a knowledge local. Because I don't think Azra, just from the top of your head, I don't think you would know. Because I don't think Azra is the kind of person who goes to the town and thinks to themselves, you know what? I wonder if there's a locksmith in town.
To be fair, she's broken down a lot of doors, or tried to. To be fair.
Yeah, but I
So,
don't think she will be a bit. I don't think she.
Yeah,
would
it's
be
brute
the
force.
one
It's not lock
getting
picking, yeah.
fixed anyways.
I'm going to use my... Oh, no, I've already used it today, apparently. Okay. Well, then I'm going to use Worldly to be able to make a check that I don't have a skill in.
You
Ooh,
don't have local?
No, I
a
don't
lot
have
of don't have
local.
local.
Weird.
I don't think anyone on our group has local, actually.
Agnar did.
Oh, Agnar did? Really?
Did.
He was the only one then. I'll get it
also
next
have knowledge
level. I
local.
just can't get it till next level. So
I also have knowledge local.
Which dice to
Oh, you do? Okay.
use?
Yeah.
Which dice to use? Where's the green D20?
I actually
There's
used
the
it.
green D20.
Fun.
Well,
during the
that's a
time trying to
15.
find.
I want to say Agnar had it at least. Yeah. 15.
Mm-hmm. Using my worldly ability.
Hey, that's nice.
Let's see. I don't believe you would have heard anything about. I don't think you would have heard anything about a locksmith in Sandpoint. But with a 15, you would know that. Sometimes blacksmiths make locks, Although, unless they are trained in it, at most they deal with a simple logs.
I guess they probably could have asked.
I will go and leave the
family.
glassworks.
Azara, where the hell are you going?
Turns around, rubs his fingers money style, and just walks out.
No, she doesn't give him the time of day.
Okay.
She's mad at him.
Azara.
Lazarus, you have a fox on his shoulder that is menacingly wielding a glass shard. And Azra just walked out. What's up?
Lazarus is just trying to, at this point, not get pissed off from a mute. I really would like to have shit told, not hidden. He's gonna, and while she goes off to go collect pay, he's gonna head back to the group with Mushi.
Oh, we're gone.
Well, where's Mushi going? Is Mushi staying with Lazarus, or is Mushi following Azra? Because Mushi makes her own choices. Well, at least where she goes.
Maybe we shouldn't have it on the shoulder at this rate because, yeah, you can't control, so your movement gets limited.
Okay. So Azra has left, and we are going back to the other group. At least for a little bit. So not 15 minutes have passed since Lazarus and Azra left you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing when you're down here? Just sort of hanging out, looking. Agonite is nursing his ankle. What are you guys doing?
So can I try an intelligence check to remember something when from like it would have been from last session essentially?
What did you want to try to remember?
If when he was going down the path towards the beach, did he see any tracks ahead of him or not?
Yeah, that could be a. Let us do a combined perception intelligence check.
Okay, so both then.
Yes, roll both.
Any particular order or any order's fine?
No, any other's fine. Essentially, if one succeeds, the other one becomes pertinent.
Okay, so that's that. Intelligence is this. Okay.
Yeah, you don't recall seeing any prominent. You don't recall like seeing anything that stuck out like footprint wise, from the other side path thing.
Okay. Then Fletcher's gonna guess that the guy went down this way. Into the catacombs essentially instead of out towards the beach. From what he remembers at least. But yeah.
Chodas.
So remind me again, we're in the basement still?
You are standing on the edge. You're standing on the edge of a Thessalonian ruin.
So then can I investigate more of the ruin?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to risk it? Yeah.
Here's the thing. You have your character here. You just move it.
The ruin? Is this the ruin?
There is. Let's see.
Are we inside it? Like is
all
all
a
of
little
it?
bit more.
Please.
So as you're going through the crossway, you see there's more stuff upstairs. You definitely see like some sort of ruined building. You just see bricks where you're standing right now. Over here, you actually see proper like ruined bricks and like ruined walls and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then there's more stuff upstairs that you have yet to deal with.
I would like to go investigate these crumbly rocks.
You're going alone, by the way. Just remember.
That's okay. Thank you.
Okay. Let me just open the correct thing. Okay, so when you're standing there with your night vision, please roll me a perception check.
Sure. Percepzione. God damn it.
Percepzione.
You let the guy back with 10. Make.
Okay, bro, I got this.
Okay, yeah. So you don't see a whole lot in this room. Like to you, this looks just like a whole bunch of rubble, essentially. There's a whole bunch of like stone that is clearly. It's stone that's clearly been from like the tunnel that you're walking through. Like the stone in the room does not look like it was from this room.
Like it doesn't
The walls,
match. Yeah.
like the walls opposite side. Actually, let me do this. Nope, that's the hide tool again.
LOL.
You go into darkness.
Oh
No,
my.
you gotta love it when you go to like reveal an area, but it says lol no hide.
No, yeah.
But yeah, so all the opposite walls appear to be in very decent shape. The stone on the floor appears to be from the wall opening you just went through. There appears to be a to the north. There appears to be a wall with a door.
I like that.
It appears to be a very nice door, and it's all very subtly like decorated with like small runes in the corners of everything.
Okay, interesting. Is there like a keyhole, or does it just look like a normal door without any? Well, not normal. Is there like a knob or a keyhole, or is it just like a wall that has like a little indentation in it?
Yeah, incredibly enough, like it doesn't appear to have like it appears to look like a doorway, but it doesn't look like it has like a door like a doorknob or a door handle or like a keyhole, but it does appear to have like a small like oval indentation like just going into the door that's sort of like emblazoned with a couple of runes on it.
Can I try to decipher the runes?
They appear to be arcane in nature. Like the runes on the door appears to be magical in nature. So if you try to read them, they appear to just be some sort of magic incantation. Now, if you would like, also, yeah, I was supposed to say 𝓮𝓚𝓷𝓵, I suppose. But yeah, so yeah, you want to try to look more into this door, or
no? No, I'm
I mean,
gonna go get Fletcher. I'm gonna be like, hey buddy, I found a random door. I found a door. I kind of want to go inside, but I'm scared to go alone. What?
You have detect magic and knowledge arcane.
I do.
This is the perfect thing for you, I want to say.
Wait, detect magic is a cantrip, and I have read magic.
I love just debating here for this stuff, but yeah.
I can read it. Okay,
and he's playing you like a fiddle.
He is.
I can read it.
So read magic.
Player, G.
Essentially, what read magic allows you to do is like read spell books and like scrolls and stuff to identify them.
I can't read the shit on the door.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
magic.
this stuff on the door is like you can read it. You recognize it as incantations. But
well, I know the incantations do though. How do I find?
Yeah, so that is why you detect magic, and then you can use knowledge arcane to try to like decipher
what the magic is.
Yeah, decipher what the magic is.
You have to do it in that order, since you have to cast that and then do that. That's the thing.
It's a two-step process.
It's a two-step process.
Yes.
It's not one step.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I just read the magic.
You gotta do it in layers, my good friend.
So for example,
like the
you cast a detect magic, and you detect that the incantation around the door handle is a transmutation spell. It has a transmutation aura to it.
Okay.
So if you want to figure out like what it does, you're gonna have to roll me either a spellcraft or a knowledge arcana.
Yeah, I will call Fletcher low and discuss. Ask him if
you sure you don't want to do it alone? You know?
Accompany me,
you sure?
please. No, I'm very sure. Please.
Why not, man? What's wrong?
Is Kevin still here? If Kevin's Kevin left. Damn it.
Also, I just this is very fun. This is very fun.
If Kevin was here, I was girl by myself. If the darkest of patches didn't leave us, I would have gone by myself. But he hates us.
You gotta love that. Technically speaking, like how some home rules are just sort of so prolific and it just sort of spreads everywhere.
Yeah.
So, you know how detect magic works.
Yeah.
you don't automatically get to know what you don't automatically know what aura it is.
Yeah, you gotta focus on it.
No, here's the thing: you detect the first round, presence of magical auras. 2, the numbers and strengths of the strength of the most potent one, and 3, the strength and location of each aura. If you want to know the school of magic involved, it's a knowledge arcana check of DC 15 plus spell level.
I can do that.
So technically speaking, you wouldn't know it was transportation yet, but I'm letting you keep it because right now I'm enticing you to learn about mechanics.
What's this spellcraft thing that you were telling me about?
That's just spells.
Knowledge arcana or spellcraft?
I would say spellcraft and knowledge arcana can both be used. It all depends on like what you are like more comfortable with, essentially. Because with spellcraft, it's more identifying spells being cast, but it's also identify properties of magical items.
Oh.
You can technically say they have some overlap, because you can also with knowledge arcana identify spell effect that is currently in place, or identify a spell that is currently targeting you. So that is 2 overlaps. It's just that with knowledge arcana is a DC 25 plus spell level, and with spellcraft it is a DC 15 plus spell level.
Ooh, okay.
For identifying, let's say, a spell that is targeting you, let's say. So there is some overlap between the 2.
Interesting. Okay. Well, for this particular situation, I think I'm going. Wait. Fletcher never told me he was accompanying me.
I was wondering if you remember that part.
No, he never said it, bro. What the fuck? I'm not high, so I'm pretty sober, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
So, very much unfortunately. So is Fletcher joining me? Is this
to go deeper in, and we're just gonna guard this area?
Just a little bit. I just want to stick my head in past the door.
You passed the door already. You're inside the chamber.
Like this magical door.
He went through the opening. He has yet to go through the door. Technicalities, Fletcher. Technicalities.
Technicalities. Oh, okay.
Semantics. Didn't you tell me a few nights ago that all of D&D is semantics?
I did. I just realized,
Yes, it is.
I just realized something too. So this entire, just to make sure again, this entire like side thing, this way is all this second path where it's split off from the path that went to the beach, right? All of this is that?
No, like this is like this. So the pathway to the beach is not present.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So this is all separate from there, is what I'm saying. Even this path up here.
From the beach, yes. Yeah, even that path up there. You've already gone past the split to the beach, essentially.
Okay, so that's what I mean by the way, Perry. By you're more than just part way in.
This is like 400 feet away from the split in the path that went to the beach.
Sure. Fletcher will follow bow drawn and everything.
Yeah, I have the sword out. I pull out the scimitar.
Okay.
I just constantly have it out. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, you can. You can. You definitely can.
It's a one-handed weapon, right? Or what?
It's a one-handed weapon, yes. And you use one hand. You can use one hand to cast a spell as a magus, and you just need one hand free essentially to cast spells and stuff. Just keep in mind that not all people view you walking around with a weapon out as friendly. That's all. But when you're in a dungeon, you're completely justified for walking around with your.
If you want, we can cut off your actual hand and attach a sword to it, so they can't say anything.
Oh, I like that.
That we can always have it out.
We can make you into the ultimate sword lord.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that way you're good. They can't say anything because what are they gonna say? Get rid of your arm?
LOL, that's discriminatory. I have
exactly.
I have
protections. You have the right then. We're gonna pair off right now, right? That's fine.
In the United States, it's called Title IX. I have Title IX protections for disabilities.
But yeah, Fletcher's gonna fall off to just at a distance, so in case it blows up, he has space for his bow.
That's cool.
Quick side note: Mushi, roll me a dexterity check to avoid if you want to avoid scratching with the glass shard upon a nuzzle attempt.
Or she's trying to kill Dane. Okay, that's fair. But wait, it's for future reference. A spellcraft is a D20 dice, right? Is it always the D20? Is everybody?
Yeah, all skill checks are D20, Kairi.
Whenever I ask you to make a check, it's always a D20. That's why that's why it's a D20 system.
Yeah,
but it would be fun for me to ask you to roll me 12d6 as Shadowrunner does.
Is that the same? No.
It's a different system.
6 times.
Essentially, you roll twice the amount of Yahtzee dice. Essentially.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay then.
But yeah. So if you could roll me either a knowledge local, knowledge arcana, or a spellcraft, depending on what.
Spellcraft, because I have a +9.
Okay. Roll me spellcraft.
20.
Hey.
You identify.
+9.
Wait, 29 total?
Yeah. Plus I have a 9.
Wait, so that means you nat. Okay, so you nat 20.
I
You got
nat
okay.
20. The dice landed perfectly on the 20, and then I
It's just-
add the 9. Correct.
Now, it's just too bad that there's no such thing as critical skill
Yeah.
checks, but you exactly identified this door.
Hey.
You identified this door to be
Nice.
enchanted with the cantrip of open close.
What? It's an
Oh.
automatic door. It's
Yeah,
so-
automatic
So
door.
you know exactly how well.
What?
I suppose technically speaking, it would be a use magic device, but you would imagine like there is some sort of way to activate this door that will make it swing open by itself.
What? Okay, I would relay this information to Fletcher, and then I would add an inquiry if we should wait for the rest of our
Nod.
party. No. Yes, you said yes. Yes.
I said yes.
To wait. No, boo. I open the door, kick it like a Kool-Aid man. I'm kidding. No.
I take 5 steps back to open the door.
Where do you kick it?
No, I don't kick it. I kick
You
myself.
kicked it. You kicked it.
I kicked myself all the way back. Oh, look how far I kicked myself. Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah, oh my God.
As you two,
Oh wow.
As you two are busy like over here in the side room, Lazarus, you arrive at the eerily silent crossway, and there's no one here.
Wait, who? What? I
Lazarus
rocked.
came back.
I need to drop my token again.
Oh.
No, you don't. I just did a funny, and I made your token invisible to you.
Oh.
Because I saw you pulled yourself off the screen, but but yeah. So you arrive at the crosswalk, and you right now in the moment it is eerie silence, and you see no one around.
I really hope that they didn't go into the damn catacombs already.
Excuse
I
me.
hope they didn't go too far ahead.
Did you say that to yourself?
Yes.
Fletcher,
Oh,
roll
it's just
perception
out
check.
loud. Can you hear the shit talking?
Sure, I'll roll. Let's see. 22.
You can't completely understand what's being said, but you hear
Damn.
mumbling from right behind you.
Damn. Oh, we're being attacked. Let's square up. Let's square up.
Square up.
So right as Chodus figures out, oh, this is an automatic door. Just need to figure out how to activate it. Fletcher just sort of turns around instinctively upon hearing a noise.
Shit.
Fletcher puts a finger to his lips towards Chodus.
I clamp my mouth with my hands.
And he just walks back the way we heard the noise with his bow.
I drew out my sword with my hand still clamped to my mouth, with the sword slightly raised. Hand clamped.
Lazarus, you see an armed individual with with bow drawn against you.
He's gonna try and make us fight. Roll perception.
I mean, he
Good
recognized.
try. I have dark vision. I can see them perfectly.
I was about to say, either that or you have a torch.
No, I have dark vision.
Either way, I never said you didn't recognize the individual. I just said it
You
was
said
an armed
Bloodhound.
individual.
Yeah. That's it.
Like we say, D&D and Pathfinder are semantics-based games. Very wordy.
Okay,
Anyways,
you guys didn't
yeah.
go in. Good.
Shakes his head.
Technically, on a technicality, they didn't, but on a different technicality, yes, they did.
The Horus does notice that Azar is not with him, and he sort of just like tilts his head while staring at him, then looking like behind him and back to him.
And then we flash over to Azara. Kage.
Kage's on mute, isn't she?
Boop, boop,
I am on
boop,
full movement as far as I can go. Trying to go get my payment and then go pay a blacksmith.
It's a very smart plan too, if I can get it. Yeah.
To pay a blacksmith to try and get these locks open.
Okay.
Because this party couldn't pick up a rogue.
Nope.
Who needs rogues when you have tanks?
How do you pick up a rogue in a dungeon, anyways?
Easy with two
The
hands.
same way that you pick up girls.
Is it a
I was about
simple
to
way?
say,
With
I was
two
about to say,
hands,
kudos
yeah.
if you get the reference. Yeah. But yeah, so Azra being the only one to go pick up payment, Listen,
I wasn't privy to that part of the plan, so. And as was one who didn't let us get payment by dragging us over, so we couldn't get it beforehand.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, we kind of got screwed on all forms of the cylinder because of this.
Let's see, who was it? Ugh. Anyways, so Azra books it to the guardhouse, where she just how do you try to go about getting your payment? How do you go about doing it?
She doesn't speak.
Cold hard stares and arms outstretched, rubbing two coins in between your fingers.
Paper and pen.
Oh, you still have? You never get back to Chodis?
No.
It's okay. The Chodis has many.
Look, I will buy him I'll buy him 10 pages of parchment after this.
After this.
That's when you don't come back to find our corpses.
Oh my god, bro, please.
Do me.
It's probably gonna happen.
Actually, no. What will probably happen is that I'll buy the 10 pages and then just give him back 1 and keep the other 9.
Hey, it's your money spending, so it makes sense.
I mean, you could also get a chalkboard.
I could.
Oh, true. That'd be renewable.
So after some hilarious back and forth of who's on first and what's on second, you managed to get a hold of a very shoddy little crate with 6 bags of gold in it, 1 for each of you.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are all
Okay.
they are all neatly bagged up with labels on them.
Well, I will take out the one that is mine, put the rest in my pack, and then go for a blacksmith.
Okay, so for right now, until you've decided to give out the payment, you can mark down 8. I was supposed to say 800, but that's a bit much. You can mark down 80 gold for this week.
Okay, I'm over 1,000
80
gold.
gold? Holy shit.
Well, they are scared for their lives, and they specifically hired a group of adventurers to stay in town.
Yeah.
Still, that's like having a weekly of 80? That's insane. I'm in a game that you get almost no gold, so.
I have been traditionally very bad at handing out gold, so I figure I'll start remedying it in whatever way I can.
True, but you also give us in large batches. I'm not referring to your game being bad about gold, I'm referring to other games.
Yeah. And technically speaking, I give you gold in a large batch now, so.
You do, which is nice.
Oh,
I'm trying to feel those strategies, but.
I forgot to put tea leaves in this teapot. Great. Now I have cold water.
Ooh.
Waste of energy, good lord.
Oh no, it's out of balance.
Sadness all abound.
So let's go to this map. Does Azra remember where the blacksmith is?
The bright lights.
I don't know, does Azra?
Does Azra? Let's see.
Does Azra?
You have to ask.
I mean, we have a town location thing.
That's an 8.
An 8 total?
Yeah.
An 8
An
total?
8 on intelligence.
An 8 on intelligence does not let you know where the blacksmith is. Does not let you remember. Keep in mind, you have a town. You have a town location thingy here that you guys have been updating. Those are the places that you know about. If you want to try to find the blacksmith, you can try asking about with a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'll have to ask about with a piece of paper.
Okay. So how? This is a weird question. How do you ask with the piece of paper?
Blacksmith? Question mark.
Oh
Okay,
god,
so
she's pulling a Markiplier's drive. Where's the blacksmith?
well, she's not screaming at. It's on a piece of paper.
Yeah, she has to scream every
Doesn't mean that she
modifier.
doesn't. It's not.
But,
She's not.
Nah,
filling
it has to be a
spaces.
scream. It has to be a scream.
But this is
Ah.
this is where I get to have fun and make you roll diplomacy checks to see if you manage to get the people to answer what you.
Oh, instead of the cult mod. Oh no.
Just have the mighty children.
Hold on.
Actually, never mind. Keep me away from them. They're gonna swarm me.
Look at this one.
And then they
An
won't answer the
unnatural
questions.
one.
What's that even
Unnatural
mean?
one.
What does that
Unnatural
even mean?
She didn't roll 1, but she has minuses, so it went down to 1.
Oh!
So you go stomping up to the nearest person with a piece of paper outstretched, and they run away.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want to continue trying to look?
Yes.
Before you do that, roll me a D100 as well.
51.
51. Okay.
Oh boy.
So yeah,
I
roll me
think
the-
it's time to switch dice. It's time
Yeah,
to
I think
go
so too,
for-
Kage. I have a feeling.
No, this could be good. This could be good.
It could also
So
be
that,
hard.
D100, so that D100 is essentially just sort of me seeing what percentages down that you stumble upon it from just wandering around trying to get people to talk to. Because keep in mind, like, you are starting here.
Mhm.
So you rolled a 51.
Mhm.
Let me
That was a
check
high.
my notes.
Technically.
Technically. Yeah, by 1 it's high, yeah. You're right. You're right.
51 is technically high, yes, but it's not a simple 50-50, sadly.
I know.
Boo! I blame Will.
Boo.
Warlock, you made D&D, bro. I blame you.
I made it.
You forged the.
You have
You
forged
forged
the
the OTL. You could have changed it.
You had the power.
You had the power.
You joined them.
But do you have the strength?
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently, Kage does. So
Yeah.
this
Let's
is good.
see. Actually, no, never mind. This is unnecessary when I think about it.
It is?
But then again, you did roll a 7 on the intelligence, so you would have forgot. Technically speaking, you do know the smithy is at 15. That's the Red Dog Smithy.
Okay.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Horace found it, yeah.
Yep. So you do know about it, but for fun, roll me another diplomacy check.
7.
See.
7.
Shit.
That is what 7 is modified.
7 is modified. I rolled a 9.
Ay, Dios mío. Eso no es
So-
bueno.
So you rolled a 7, and you just got a person who looks at that and just sort of, oh god, not that guy, anything but that guy. Good lord, don't even get me started on that piece of shit. So last week,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
so essentially, this guy just. Essentially, God just gets on blathering like about airing out his dirty laundry
Grievances.
about like how shitty like how shitty,
I walk away.
I walk away.
Oh,
Wait,
she
I
doesn't give a
wouldn't have
fuck.
told you about how much of a piece of shit Das is.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Roll me
I-
another
Dang, hey, that's the
100.
right answer. For real.
Yeah, to be
If you want
fair,
to keep
bro,
on looking,
I can't do the same thing.
I would do the same thing as
roll
far
me
as.
another D100 and a diplomacy check.
Chodis would enact emergency therapy powers.
Therapy powers.
Okay.
It sounds like he needs some help.
I'm going to do it together.
Yeah, let's
Go
see.
for it.
I believe.
38 and a 2.
Dun,
Modified.
dun, dun.
That doesn't sound very good.
So you're chasing the elderly man down the hallway.
Oh my god.
No.
El viejito, no, come on. Just traumatize the
But
elderly
yeah.
man a little bit.
So, like, once again, like the first time, like you approaches someone with a piece of paper that says blacksmith on, and they take one look at you, and like walk towards them, and they just sort of look left, right, turn around, and start walking the opposite way.
Oh, that asshole.
Do you
I mean,
follow?
you
Do you
did for
follow that
someone.
asshole?
No, it doesn't look like he's
Gonna help.
Willing to talk. Oh well. I
Unless
think
you want me to
failed
roll
enough.
a sense motive.
I mean, you can if you want to, but you can also roll a perception check for me, please.
Perception.
Ah, my
Yes.
old friend.
Well, to be fair, I want to say you're better at perception than the other ones.
17.
Yeah, you hear distinct clanging in the distance.
I run towards it.
You run into a wall. You then figure out, oh yeah, right, walls are a thing, and you walk around it, and you find yourself at 15. Where you see outside of the smithy, you see two large mastiffs, two large rodent mastiffs sort of laying there, just lazily, like by the gate.
Oh, puppies.
They are very large.
Puppies.
You're not gonna get her say otherwise. You would be like trying to kill her. So.
But yeah, you do see the forge is on, and you do see the hammer master just standing up there, just sort of hammering away at his anvil. That is the asshole Daz, which you heard about from the second guy.
Mm-hmm. I go to probably the front desk and scribble down what I'm going to say.
There's not a front desk, but there's conveniently a bench right next to one of the houses.
Okay, I will take a bench.
Okay. So what? You just writing it down right in the chat. Do.
There you go.
Scratchy. Ah. Okay.
Look, I gotta put that 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵 education to good work.
Yeah.
Got to use it for something good at least.
Yes.
And you learn on the middle finger. That seems to be good for you.
Chillaxian education, Chillaxian etiquette.
You don't get to say that.
No, I can't because you keep flipping me off.
So as you cross the threshold into this man's property, you just hear a very curt like bark from one of the dogs. It has stood up on its fours and it's just sort of standing there, just sort of following you as you walk. Well, its gaze is following you as you walk.
Well, I'll look for someone who's not busy.
Oh.
There's only one.
Yeah.
And it's the man. It's the man at the anvil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then I will go to the man at the anvil.
Yeah, he's assigned to a 𝓮𝓼𝓷𝓵 𝓮𝓺. He does not keep any apprentices because he doesn't like anyone else to work.
That was a tannery.
That was a tannery, sorry. Yeah, that was a tannery.
Yes. So he. Yes, I do agree, Pentagon. I do believe sheep don't want uppies.
I'll kill you, Penta. Do not say that ever again.
I will forever keep it in my heart.
Sheep day wants uppies.
Anyways,
Anyways,
so he definitely heard the dog and he side eyes you, and as you get within talking distance, he just sort of mutters underneath his breath as he's hammering down what appears to be an axe. Fuck off. Fuck off, I'm working.
The chat wishes for you to drink, Dane. Thank you, Kage.
I cross my arms, stare at him while he's working.
Let's see. Let's roll 2d6. So he keeps on hammering. He keeps on hammering for another minute, to the point where he is to the point where the metal has started to cool off too much. He places it back into the forge, and he turns to you and say, "You have 30 minutes or fuck off. You have 30 seconds or fuck off."
I hold up the piece of paper.
He takes one look at it. Chicken scratch, god damn it. And starts just investigating it even more further. And he just sort of roughly toss it to the floor after a little while. Well, after 30 seconds. I don't deal with locks. Go talk to that asshole. 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓵. And then he turns back, picks up the axe head, and starts hammering again. 𝓲𝓫𝓫 is the name that he referred you to go check up.
Yeah, we'll pick up my piece of paper off the ground.
Okay. And he goes back to just sort of hammering his axe out. And you are left with a name, but not a location.
That's fine. I'm gonna write, and where is he?
He has gone back
And stare.
He has gone back to hammering his axe.
That's fine. I'm going to stare once. I'm gonna stare the entire time.
Where's my D100? There we go. Actually, let's use the orange ones today. There we go. Ooh.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Oh no. One moment as I go double check something.
I'm feeling like I'm going to be PvPing a blacksmith.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Let's go with these ones.
Oh Lord, what
Yeah,
are these ones?
So he's gonna once again say, "I'm working, fuck off." Do you keep on standing there?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna say out, "This does 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵 eject," as the two dogs are biting you by the lapels and trying to drag you towards the exit.
I'll attempt to resist.
You'll attempt to resist. So that's going to be a natural 20 for one of them, with the other one aiding with a +2. So I dare say you are grappled and then currently being dragged to the threshold.
I think I know what's coming next, though. Is she gonna come back as soon as I go, Kage?
And waiting for a response. He keeps on working on his work, as the dogs are currently dragging him out. They are very well trained.
Good boys.
It would be stupid to go and ask on the streets.
So you're just letting yourself be dragged out to the curb, or?
Yeah, because she won't hurt. These are well-trained dogs.
They're good boys. They're good. They're just doing their job.
Yeah. This isn't a wild animal situation.
The double standards.
Well, I mean, we spared the goblin dog.
So after
I'm not talking about the goblin dog. She punched one of the guards doing their job, but she doesn't touch
People
the
she'll kill.
dogs.
Animals she won't kill.
Excuse me, that was a
line.
human?
Yeah, that's not double standards.
Humans are
Dane.
worse
It's a
than
different
Double
species.
animals.
standards right
Yeah.
there in my eyes.
So after
Are you an
after
animal, Dane?
I
After
part
you drag,
animal.
yeah. After you're dragged to the threshold, the dogs just sort of start sitting. They sort of sit to the left and right of the entry, just sort of looking in your general direction.
I'll go to the next establishment that I see.
Oh goodness me!
Hey, we're getting the mapping, boys. We're getting the mapping.
Yeah, we're getting
Oh
the mapping.
boy! So you look around and you smell a with the easterly breeze for some reason. Actually, no, with the northerly breeze, you smell a rather pungent smell coming from sort of northeastish. You got a feeling something is being done up there. And
Okay, so that's
you also hear distant yelling.
that's towards 14.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go over there.
So as you go over there, you catch a first prize view of a teenager being ejected by the lapels, and his ass is being tossed out by a very large man. Who is he is just sort of tossing all kinds of slurs at this man. You incompetent fool! Why? What have I told you? Don't go left to right. You go right to left and up to down. And you be careful, because a single naked could cost you your life. You bloody jackass!
Matt could beat him. Beat him. Okay.
And then he goes back to his door and just sort of slams it.
My God.
I go and knock on the door.
The door gets ripped open as a barrage of insults. I told him to come back here. Hello. Can I help you? Sorry, did I just?
For where I said and, so where I say and where is 𝓓𝓏, I'll say, do you know, or I'll change it, do you know 𝓓𝓏? It's gonna look messy.
Oh, so you sort of write down on a piece of paper and hand it to him.
Yeah.
We can presume you wrote this before you left the outside of the smithy.
No, I did. I just crossed out the and where is part and said, do you know where?
Let me roll a thing. Oh, yay, hello. 𝓓𝓏. Full name 𝓓𝓏 𝓷𝓵𝓘, if last I checked. Yeah, he's the town's locksmith. I do know about him. Can be a bit difficult to work with. But I do suppose he does have. He is among the people of this town that has more attention to detail than others. He sort of looks left and right, twiddles his thumbs. But is there anything else? I do know him.
And yes, we'll just say that that lack of space was her hastily writing.
It's writing.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
It is
you
a
are an
writing.
old one to miss. Anyways, last I checked, he has his shop on the western side of town. Should actually be right behind the garrison. Last I checked. We forgot to add the garrison onto here. Garrison is 10.
Right where we got paid. Right there. Oh, wait, why don't we ask the guards with the locks? Was I just realized?
I kind of ran out in a hurry.
Yeah, I know. I just realized you could have asked them.
The locksmith lives here.
Okay. I'll say thank you on the piece of paper.
Well, you can thank him by kicking that piece of shit in the ass when you pass him. Have a good day. Locks the door. And closes the door.
Okay, I'll do as he asked because he was very helpful. Actually, hold on. What is the race of this individual?
Get the key first, Tina.
This individual is a 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼. He's a local boy.
Yeah, I was talking. Is he human?
Oh yeah, both of them are human.
Okay, I kick him.
Yeah,
she just assaulted a child.
He pleads forgiveness before the kick comes, and he goes silent with fear afterwards as you saunter away.
Okay.
Mushi catches no remaining scent of 𝓓𝓪 downstairs in the tombs. So you want to go check out the locksmith as well.
Are we able to do stuff over here, or we're just kind of locked over here for a while? Because we've been what?
Are we?
I was just telling you, Mushi,
cavern?
that you're sniffing for 𝓓𝓪, but there's no strong scent of 𝓓𝓪 down where you are by the others. Is what I mean. But yeah.
Yeah, she also didn't tell anyone where she was going. She just left.
We should put like a tracking chip, bro.
A tracking chip?
We just drop like a magical stone that one of us imbued with something, and
Just as a quick aside, then when Mushi suddenly jumps off the shoulder of Lazarus and sort of darts off, a little after you guys have like caught up, like what you found out about the door and stuff. How do you guys react? Just as a quick aside, because I don't want to switch back quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to be fair, she treats all of you like you're actually people.
She does. Yeah, she does.
Humans just aren't people.
I can agree with that. I'm not human. It's fine.
Not fully human.
Not fully human. Well, wasn't Lazarus planning to leave? We didn't find anything? That was the original plan, wasn't it?
He was coming to check up on you guys because...
Yeah, what I'm saying was, the plan was that you're gonna look for a bit and then we leave or something, right? Because you told us to stay here for an hour, most of meet up with us at that point, and we're gone. So I'm just confused what we're planning to do.
This is a simple, do you let Mushi run or do you chase Mushi? That's as easy as that.
Lazarus will chase after Mushi.
Okay.
And he'll simply let them know that he doesn't know where the hell Azara went.
So here's a follow-up question. With your hobbled movement and the fast springiness of the fox, do you give up chase halfway through the tunnel back to the first split?
No.
Because Mushi easily leaves you in the dust.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so you're just sort of sauntering. Okay. Back to Azura. I'm assuming you make your way to essentially number 9 to Tower Street? Yeah, Tower Street. So underneath the shadows of what appears to be like an absolutely massive, like partially fallen lighthouse. You find a door, well, you find a building that you assume would be this locksmith, given this small lock that is just sort of dangling from it like a sign above the doorway. On the door itself, there's a little note.
Okay, what does the note read?
It reads in Dwarven and Common. Off to 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓾 on business. Should be back by the 27th.
Oh my god.
All that work for nothing.
He'll be here tomorrow.
LOL BRB.
What I'm hearing is the game really does not want us to open those doors and go into the dungeons, even though our plan is go through the doors first, is what I'm hearing from all of this.
I'm having fun.
No, I'm just saying, the game's like, no, you guys have to go forward, you do not go the other way first, is what I'm hearing from the game. Not you, the adventure path itself, but yeah.
I mean, you say that, but to be fair, this is at this point heavily edited. This specific point.
Oh, heavily edited. Okay.
Like I said, this is me having fun. Because if you guys get to sidetrack, damn it, I get to sidetrack as well.
I'd punch the door.
Break it down, do it.
The door kind of shakes, but it's a decent door.
Wait, is it a wooden door?
It's a wooden door, but the lock is more immaculate than the door itself. Like, funnily enough, if you want to break into this place, it'd be
It's
easier
easier to
break
get the
the
door than the lock.
pick the lock. Yeah. Like, I mean, the lock is a piece of the lock is a piece of dwarven craftsmanship. So of course the door would break before the lock does. It's like Cadia. It's like
also
on the planet.
It's also a door to a locksmith, so a locksmith can be very good compared to the door.
To be fair, I'm not trying to get in there. I was just punching it out of frustration.
I know. That's why I said the door shakes a bit instead of roll me to sunder.
Roll me sunder.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, at least you have a date that he should be back in.
Jeez, man.
So, what does Azra want to do now?
I guess I'm heading back to the dungeon.
Hey, we'll all be together.
Mushi, roll me a. Let's see. Let's do a survival.
Actually,
check,
no. Hold on. I have one more thing.
Maybe I'll mention out of character. Maybe the mansion people have keys to a lower level. I don't know.
No. The thing I was gonna ask.
Oh, you can go there either way. Yeah.
The thing I was gonna ask, is how full is my piece of paper?
Given you say piece of paper,
piece of parchment.
I mean, here's the thing: like when you're thinking like a thing of parchment when it comes to per the rules and stuff, they are like these pieces are it's decently big pieces of paper. Let's say one piece of parchment. Let's say one sheet of parchment. Let's see. Okay, what's paper then? Okay, an ordinary piece of paper is typically 9 by 6 inches.
It's pretty good.
I would say that's pretty decent.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's pretty long page length.
If you're writing on both sides, I would say you have about like one line at the bottom, and one line at the bottom, and then like
a full page at the back.
Free.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too, because those papers are like big, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to know how much room I had left, because I might have to go and get that chalkboard sooner.
So you want to go get that chalkboard?
I might have to go get parchment and or a chalkboard before I go back. So that way I can explain myself.
Well, I just realized I don't think you guys know where the general store is.
No, I don't know. I thought we could. Let me see. The list there.
You know where the armory is.
What's the white deer?
The white deer is the high upscale inn place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't know a general store. Yeah.
There is a general store, but you don't.
We don't know it. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like I need to roll a remembrance check.
Yeah, I will allow that because I will say it is in the path. It is in the path that you might have walked on before. So roll me an intelligence check, or a knowledge local.
That's a modified 14.
A modified 14. I'll give it to you. You would know that the general store is at 26 down here. You recall running past it this morning in your anger, trying to get to the glassworks.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go stop off there.
I'll leave you guys to updating the town locations as usual because it's up to you guys to remember.
Yeah, I'll do it in the recording when I get to it later.
But yeah. So while that is happening, I'm gonna roll D100 and see what happens. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. So Lazarus, you are following Imushi, correct?
Yep.
So you get on top, you get outside to the glassworks, and where do you go? You don't without rolling anything, you don't see any fox tracks on the floor. You don't see the fox anywhere. You would imagine it's somewhere in town because you didn't hear any glass breaking when you went through the glassworks.
So you're saying I completely lost all of her tracks and there's none I can look for?
It's a fox we're talking about, Dane. Are you a hunter? Do you know how to look for fox tracks? In which case, would you roll to see if you can find fox tracks?
Unfortunately, the hunter is in another castle.
Fortunately, the hunter is mad at the fighter.
Yeah, we're dragging him out. Yeah.
Time for this.
And yet you're here.
Yeah, you're here. You have no choice but to have time for it.
Well, Lazarus will just dip from the pursuit and just head back to the group.
Okay. Mushi, you are currently roaming around Sandpoint aimlessly. You think you got a scent, but you are following the completely wrong scent. If this was like a cinematic like viewpoint sort of thing, when Kage is like passing through over here to go over to the locksmith, you are running over this street over this way, completely missing the point. Just sort of running all over the place, getting whiffs and bits of the scent of Astra, just sort of a little bit everywhere, but not able to find a distinctive one. By the time she has finished her business in the general store and gone back inside, you have realized that you have no idea where she is. You have run out of leads to check, but that's 6. So yeah, was there anything else you wanted to buy other than chalk and a chalkboard?
Probably parchment to give back.
Okay. Let's see. A single piece of parchment is going to be 2 silver.
Mm-hmm.
And the chalkboard is going to be 1 gold, and the chalk is going to be one copper per piece.
I will buy enough so that way I spend 3 freaking gold pieces.
3 gold. Now here's the question: Do you buy multiple pieces of? Do you buy multiple chalkboards?
Oh.
No.
How many sheets of parchment do you want to buy?
Parchment was 2 silver per.
Let's just say like this: if you want 10 pieces of chalk,
Okay.
let's see here. So 20 pieces of chalk, 9 pieces of parchment, and 1 chalkboard is going to round you to 3 gold.
Okay, hold on.
So times 1 chalkboard.
Yeah.
1 GP. Times 9 parchment.
Sorry, we'll make it 2.
2 chalkboards?
No, we'll make it 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces. That's going to be 4 parchment. Oh, well, actually, let's make it. No, that would be 4 because I would make it 8. 8 silver, and then you have pieces of chalk. 20 SP. There we go. 20 CP. And there you go. Chalkboard, 4 parchment, and 20 piece of chalk, which would allow you to write for 20 days straight, if you wanted to.
Okay. I'm just gonna put 3 parchment in my inventory.
Chodos gets 1 back.
Yes.
Keep in mind, parchment can be used to make magical scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Chodos and the door. Have you tried using it yet? Poking the Chodos. Perry. Oh. Well, Fletcher. What does Fletcher do?
He'll look down the side hallway, not towards the ruins, but the other path. Like, I'll roll stealth, if anything, just to scout a little bit that way.
So you're stealthing
Well,
and checking out. So in that case,
yeah.
roll me stealth.
Will do. Alright. Stealth. No, as far as he knows, he's stealthed.
Okay. So, you get down to the first intersection.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, what is you have dark vision 60, is that?
Yes. Let me put my token there just so it helps out with this.
I'm gonna say
So,
you see
let's say there.
to... There we go. And I suppose let's do a little bit of this as well. So you see a statue.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the right text right. You see a red marble statue of a strikingly beautiful but horribly enraged human woman standing in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Well, you don't see the expression. You see the back end of it. It is facing this way. It is facing this way. So you see a red marble statue of at least from behind, a beautiful woman, but in a very, very mad,
aggressive pose.
Very aggressive pose.
Okay.
The woman wears flowy robes, with the hair tied back. You don't see a lot of the details from the front of the dress.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that she's wearing something on top of her head and appears to be wielding a book in one hand and a glimmering metal and ivory weapon in her other hand.
Wait, does the weapon actually look like it's part of the statue, or is an actual weapon placed there?
Come again?
Does the weapon look like it's actually made similar to the statue, or does it look like there's an actual weapon just placed in the statue?
It's a metal weapon with an ivory handle.
Oh.
Let's see. Would you wield this weapon?
Up to you, man. Up to you.
Okay. It has similar appearance to a trident, but it's a single spear tip flanked by a pair of short, curvy blades.
Really?
So it's a polearm weapon.
Oh. I'm just gonna roll something. High or low, Will Duck? I'm using physical dice for this.
Let it not be death, Strife. Let it not be death.
We'll see, because something in me triggered when I heard that part, so. Low for common sense, high for, and curiosity. 80. He's gonna venture slightly towards it now.
So, can I assume that you are going around and just watching the front of this statue?
Yes, I would say he'd go around slowly, step by step. Look around the area just to make sure he doesn't see anything at least, and then go around the statue towards the front.
Okay. Why are you on that layer? Put that there. Someone's going crazy, apparently.
I heard it too, yeah.
Sorry, ad.
Pornography?
That's fine, that's fine.
Hey,
There you
it's
go,
back.
It's pornographic material.
I'm doing stupid stuff, Paris, so get ready.
I mean, you want to see something else stupid, Arslan? You remember this door?
We're gonna double breach?
What are you gonna do with it, Chodas?
I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna try to touch the door.
Well, how do you open it?
Remember that indentation?
Yes.
I'm gonna try fingering it, or
What?
stuffing my hands in the indentation, or like rubbing it.
So you vigorously try to finger the indentation. It starts glowing like a flashbulb, and just sort of the door starts swinging up and down because you keep turning it on and off.
So it's a touch. It's a touch. Okay. Upon realizing that it's very, very sensitive, very, very finicky, I just gently tap it.
It's a very smooth opening, despite being such potentially old door.
Oh my magic!
But yeah, so I'm assuming you are standing, let's say, here. that reasonable, Fletcher?
Oh,
Sorry. Where? Yeah, I could sign that'd be reasonable. Yes, that'd be reasonable.
Yeah. So you see the extremely monstrously rage-twisted emotion on this woman's face.
Yeah.
You see what appears to be a very intricate headdress made up of hooks and blades.
Okay.
You get a better look at the book, but it doesn't appear to be engraved with anything specific.
Uh-huh.
Oh, never mind. Yes, there is.
Oh,
You tilt
okay.
your head, and you see on the front of the book there's engraved a very large 7-pointed star.
I wish I had knowledge of religion right now, but I do not.
Getting a better look at the metal object in her hand, the polearm in her hand, that definitely looks like it could be used as a weapon.
Huh.
I'm gonna look in case there's a trap or something first, but I may go to try to get it.
Oh.
It is ornate as hell, but yeah, it looks like it could be functional. Definitely functional.
Okay.
Nothing gained.
Yeah, nothing ventured, nothing gained except for curses, but
And death. Don't forget death.
you can gain curses and you can gain death. That's part of that. Yeah, Horse is gonna try to see how it could potentially be taken out. Looking at it, like would it like push? He's just gonna see like how he would take it out if he was gonna take it out.
Okay. So yeah,
Not touching it physically yet, just looking to see if when he's gonna take it out, how he would have to take it out essentially.
I mean, just inspecting it, like you would imagine, like this marble like was like it was placed there somehow, so it must have been. You must be able to remove it.
All right. How's the hand gripping? Just like a normal way you'd hold staff that's like pounding on the ground, like your fingers wrapped around it, meeting each other.
Just one moment, just to mention on the comment on the test roll. If a roll is made without mentioning what it is for, it is an invalid roll. Just keep that in mind. Like if you just randomly roll, let's say a perception check, and then say what it was for, then we're gonna have you roll again. That's basically it. Just
okay, yeah. So you don't like fish for like, and that's my yeah, I get you. That's fair.
Yeah, give a roll a meaning before you roll it. Essentially, otherwise it's just you testing the rolls, as it were.
We can't wait out the bad rolls.
So whether the roll was for something or not, that is technically at this point irrelevant. It might just testing out a bad macro. I don't know. But yeah, like you would imagine, the best way you can imagine like removing this polearm would essentially just be push it out of the hand from the bottom.
All right.
But you would have to like it's decently high up like to the hand, so you have to stand a little bit on the statue to like push it.
Oh boy.
The statue looks sturdy. You could take it.
You can take it. I'm just worried what's gonna happen when I start doing this stuff, but
ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Back to Trodos.
Yeah, it's Trodos. This Trodos.
Well, why did I say something, dude?
Why'd you say that, right?
I was enjoying myself, bro. I was staring at this lovely hallway.
Perfect timing. You should follow your own advice.
That's the thing. Do you want to walk the hallway?
Oh,
yes,
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm going all
Central
the way
hallway walking time. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
To break the illusion a bit.
Damn it. I mean,
if you keep on walking it, you eventually come to you will eventually potentially come to see Fletcher.
15. I have 25 feet. No, it's my senses. Where's my movement feet?
You don't have to worry about movement. You just sort of move.
Okay. Yeah, right now we're not doing combat.
Right now you're investigation, so I'm just sort of haphazardly tossing you guys left and right.
Yeah. You want to say which way you're going, so Warlock knows your pathing, but you're not limited by your normal move speed right now.
Fantastic. I would like them to follow that hallway until I reach the junction. Then I turn right, and then I come before this alcove.
That keeps on going.
I gasp. I shout to Fletcher, I found another way!
I like you just shouting there when we
The
don't
funny thing is, you're shouting this way because that's where you last saw it.
That's where you last heard him.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I shot in the opposite direction of him.
Fletcher, you hear as you're preparing to maybe get this weapon out. Yeah, you hear Chodas sort of shouting, but sort of muffled in the opposite direction. You turn the corner and see the backside of Chodas, your most horny companion. Most horned companion. Sorry.
Horace is gonna tap on the walls, like just to get his attention.
Rude.
Hey, you want me to grab you by the back where you know I'm there?
You had tapping on the wall, Chodas. What's up?
Oh, I look in the direction of the sound. Oh!
You see Fletcher behind you.
Hello! I wave at him eagerly. Look! I found a way! I found a hallway!
I found the way!
I found the way!
I found the way!
Horace will do like a hand gesture, like come to me, as he goes backwards towards the statue into this room.
Wait,
while you guys are standing there, while you guys are standing there looking at weapon porn, we get a flashback for Lazarus. Lazarus, you come to a crossing and you don't see or hear anything. You looking over to the right, you see no one in the little alcove. You see no one in like little place where they were before, just sort of investigating.
They went in.
The question is, which way do you go?
That way.
It sees the door open.
Yep, you see the door open and the runes are no longer glowing, at least not in the moment. But yeah, Fletcher and back to Fletcher and Chodas.
Fletcher's gonna point Chodas to the statue, like the front of it and everything, and the book with all the engravings.
Can I roll a dungeoneering check or whatever check would let me try to see if I know anything about these strange symbols?
This would be subjective to one of your other skills, which would be history.
History. Okay.
Hey.
Actually,
it's my lowest
let's
one.
see here. One moment.
Well, you're the historian. How's your lowest one then?
Technically, dungeoneering is my lowest one. Technically, because I don't have it with the blue check mark.
Let's see. Your thing was Scholar of the Ancients, wasn't it?
Yes,
yeah,
it
he's
was.
a Scholar of the Ancients.
Or it is. Tis.
I
don't like that noise.
I think you've done your stuff a bit wrong. You should have a trait bonus in history.
Yeah, Arcana and history.
Wow.
Okay, so your Arcana should have one like this, and your history should have one like this. So your history check is
I let
plus
the
6.
wheel take control. Well, look, take the wheel.
No. I just checked.
Edited. Yeah.
I just checked the gears. You're at the helm, my friend.
Thank you for the tune-up, Will. Look, thank you for the
Thank you for the tune-up.
Yeah, so roll me a history check on this statue as a whole.
Okay, it's a D20. Okay, I use. Ooh, should I use the pretty? I'm always gonna use the pretty ones. Okay.
Use the pretty ones.
Sorry. 19.
Plus.
19 plus 5, 6 plus 6.
Plus 6 is 25.
Oh.
You know this
Good roll.
to be a statue depicting the Rune Lord herself, 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵.
What?
Really?
She is the Rune Lord of Wrath.
Really? So this is her freaking temple.
Yeah, this is her temple. Yeah, we're in her
So
territory.
you would.
Oh my.
So yeah, like you would know. Let me just pull up some more stuff. One moment.
Yeah, no worries.
Because the 6-pointed star, like you would know that that is the 6-pointed star. That is essentially the symbol of sin magic, of Thessalonian magic.
Yeah.
Essentially, you could imagine that the book that she is holding may as well be her spell book.
Wait.
Like it very much very much may be it.
Is it a literal physical book? I thought it was just a carving of a book.
It's a carving of a book. But
it's representing it, is what it means.
Okay. The weapon is real, and it's a weapon called a rancer. It's a weapon called a rancer.
Yeah. What?
The weapon is a 𝓲𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼.
𝓲𝓪𝓲.
It's a two-hand. Let's see here.
How do I spell 𝓲𝓪𝓷𝓵? I went.
RANSEUR.
A 𝓲𝓪𝓷. It's
Yeah.
a two-handed weapon. It's a two-handed polearm. It has the special abilities of trip and disarm. It's a 2d4 damage with a
Ooh.
×3 critical multiplier.
What?
piercing.
Ooh.
Fuck. This is a weird weapon, man.
Yeah, Rancers are weird, but they're good.
It's weird. It's like a spear fucked halberd, and they had a weird baby.
It's a blade spear thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you would know like this 𝓲𝓪𝓷, and this is her like weapon of choice. You could say like if she was a deity, it would be her divine weapon, but the Rune Lords were not deities; they were totalitarian rulers of their own respective magics of sin, and yeah, like this is like this. You would definitely know that these like it all clicks to your head now. Like okay, all these like angry runes decorating the bricks, reacting to like an angry gesture. Like these are these are title drop. Definitely some catacombs of wrath.
Title drop. title reveal.
Literal drops the title.
I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it. Well done. That was beautiful. That was perfect. I could
That
not
was
ask
actually
for a
well
better
done.
title reveal.
Well done, well done.
That was fucking
Well done,
fantastic, dude. Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
so yeah, she is. This is Alnist's.
Okay.
Alsnitz.
Could you put that spelling in chat? Yeah, thank you.
Alsnist. And
What the fuck?
if you want a picture more or less of how the image looks like, I would very much like to direct you to world building.
Hey.
Yeah, I still didn't see
world setting.
the picture of
It's
the
there.
corpse.
It's in the make sure in elevation of symbol variants, not the base game.
Oh, LOL.
Make sure in that one.
Thank you, Arslan. LOL. Oh, that's what was on the ground. Okay.
That's what was on the ground.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah,
Jack.
and this.
Oh.
This is
fuck.
This is what the statue is depicted.
Is she fine as fuck? Hello, redhead. Hello, mommy. Hello.
Fairy, hold it.
What?
Keep it in your fence.
She's the rough.
This is the Lord of Lust, man.
Which
Keep it in
the
your fence.
last one? Yeah, where's
She's the angry one, yes.
She's the angry one.
Ooh, bro, imagine a fucking. Oh my god.
All right.
Oh,
Does Cholish relay all that, by the way, or?
angry fucking.
I mean,
yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a ton of reverence.
After he's looked at the stuff, because Fletcher's thinking something's gonna go wrong, that's when he's gonna go for the weapon.
I braced myself with the scimitar.
I want to make sure you read everything first before the trap triggers.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything else
Notice.
on the? Wait. Oh, I turn around. Ah, Lazarus.
Sure.
Oh, we are here. I think. Wait. Do I hear him? Can I see him?
Yes.
Yes to both.
Yes and yes.
You see his ghost. He actually perished on the way here.
I wave. Hi, Dane. I mean Lazarus. Hi.
The hell are you both doing?
As you see Horus in the process of removing that, or trying to.
And then, well, look, is there anything else on the pedestal, on the statue that tell like any more writing or anything?
There's no writing. There's not even an inscription of a name.
Wow, it's
The
just
only
statue.
The only reason you know this to be who it is because you rolled an exactly 25 DC knowledge check.
Exactly, DC knowledge check.
You exactly made the DC to know the name.
Listen, Perry, you know this because you said this all your life, man. Come on, you're very interested in Thessalonian stuff.
Actually,
This is your campaign trait. This is literally your campaign trait giving you this.
I like this. I like that.
Because if you didn't have the campaign trait, you wouldn't have made the DC.
Oh.
That's what got you to the DC.
Oh, L to the OL. LOL. Wow. Okay, I like that. I like this.
Sure, why are you trying to take that out?
He's focused on taking it out.
One moment. I'm just.
Yeah, no
reading
worries.
the
Take your
message.
time.
You know what? Fuck it. I might as well assist. It's already gone out of crazy.
Oh, Jesus.
And Lazarus will assist in helping.
We're gonna assist with the roll physical dice stain. That's all I'll accept for assistance.
Okay, wait,
Indeed.
can I assist too? Can I assist too? What physical dice do I need to
Yeah,
roll?
maybe we all shouldn't crowd on this in case something happens, you know?
We're all grabbing onto different parts. I got the base at the very bottom. Arsenal, I assuming you have the top, and then Dane has the middle.
Well, why are you trying to carry up the statue? I'm trying to pull the weapon off from in the hands.
No, I'm grabbing the base of the polearm. I'm grabbing her, smack it up like pretend
Stop
I had
trying to grab her ass.
No. Maybe if it was the lust one.
I think it's getting more complicated than it needs to be.
No, super complicated. I'm kidding. I'll just give emotional support. And moral
Emotional support.
I just need to know what I have to roll in order to assist.
Assist is always D20, isn't it?
I thought it was just an added-on check.
Oh, I guess yeah, that's true.
I
Okay,
thought
I'm
that
ready.
they knew everything.
I am ready to receive input again. What's up?
All right. Lazarus wants to assist Fletcher in taking off the weapon from the statue.
I would like to
Okay.
search for pornography. In the
So,
temple.
for the sake of balance, just roll me in a strength to aid against a dexterity, not a dexterity, an acrobatics check.
Oh, acrobatics check? Okay.
Strength to
Yeah,
aid
just to not fall
acrobatics?
over. Yeah, to not fall over
Okay.
Okay. Let me see.
and not break shit.
12.
So you help to hold up Fletcher.
All right, physical dice, don't fail me now, please.
Thinking about it, I could have made you do a climb. Thinking about it.
You could have, yeah. Hey, if you want, whatever you say,
Your
I'll do
choice.
it. Whatever
your
you
choice.
say.
I would say your choice.
I'll do climb then.
Keeping balance or clambering on.
Yeah. So, that's a 14 plus 5, so 19. Climb.
Yeah. So you manage to hold on and just sort of lurk this instrument out of his hand, and now he's just sort of holding an angry fist up, when holding a book. She looks actually needs a slipper to hold on to, essentially. But yeah, you now have a very artsy masterwork weapon.
Ooh. Okay.
It looks basically exactly like the one in the image, like with an ivory skull encased around metal and such.
Ooh.
The skull is human-sized.
What?
Wow,
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, not really too thrilled about having this, but apparently you wanted it.
Yeah.
It looks expensive as hell.
Yeah, that's one reason why he wants it, but it's also polar.
I mean, you can have a price check done on it later.
Yeah, later on. Now I was gonna say to be semi respectful, even though he did take this from here, he'll put his spear in its place essentially.
Your spear in its place.
Yeah, not his main weapon. He'll put the spear he got in its place there.
The hunting spear. So as we're around the
hunting
corner, just as she sees you, just sort of putting a spear into the hand of a red marble woman.
I'm sorry, it's here too now.
Yes. Azara, I right now I imagine Azara just having having a chalkboard on a string around her neck. That's what I imagine.
Yeah,
just right
sure.
backwards, sub fuckers.
Well, if it's backwards, wouldn't it be fuckers up, you know?
No. If
I know you mean literally by letters, but yeah.
have you seen people who learn to speak backwards? It is to write words backwards. I've heard stories of a teacher just sort of sitting in a chair, just plopping his hand down on the chalkboard behind him and perfectly writing right to left, but while sitting backwards with his back to the chalkboard.
No, never. I've never seen that. Oh my god.
And the story said individual was also let's just say it, morbidly obese and sitting in essentially a lazy boy in the classroom. Didn't want to get up, essentially.
Didn't want to get up. I'm good.
I got flexible arms. I'm gonna write for this one.
Yeah.
Very skilled, though. Very skilled.
I am a man of certain talents, you know, or woman, whichever it was in the situation.
I wouldn't say I was a man of very particular talents.
Very particular talents, yeah.
But yeah.
I would say you also see, as Fletcher puts it up there, you see he has the ornate rancer as well on him now.
It's a bitchin' weapon, that's for damn sure.
Dude, it looks bitchin' for sure.
Yeah, no, it does.
Metal as fuck.
Metal as fuck. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
The grave robbing has officially started. I'm so happy.
I at least put something in your place. I didn't fully. I traded.
It was an equal trade. We don't know.
It was a trade.
It was
Nonetheless.
a trade. It was a trade. It happened.
I'm not claiming it's equal. I'm just claiming it's a trade.
Not giving it back.
It was a classic banana for 𝓮𝓵𝓷𝓵.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm gonna take the time to ask you guys how much longer do you want to play, because we are currently at original time as we used to.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you want to continue playing a bit, or do we want to wait for next time?
One more hour.
Kage is very sleepy.
I'm either or, because it's kind of like a good to stop if we get everyone too for next time as well. So up to I'm neutral.
I am ambivalent as well. Slightly leaning towards maybe wait for everybody else. Maybe. Slight neutral, but I'd be fine with continuing forward. Equally fine with waiting. But the thing with waiting is, I know Miguel's schedule is about to get hectic because I have exams next week. So if I have exams, yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
He's gonna start to have exams too. So yeah.
Yeah, he did say he had to prepare for finals.
Finals, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming. The finals are fucking coming already.
Yeah, so it looks like we're probably gonna have like 𝓮𝓵𝓷𝓵 Arena then next week too.
Yep.
I
believe Arena might be the. I might not even.
I'll leave it to you, Kage, for that. If you think you need sleep, then sleep. By all means, I wanted to hear. So yeah.
Okay.
Rest.
So I guess we're calling stream here.
I want to have a couple of words before we end it, though. Let's call it. It's going to be less of a cliffhanger, more of a side hanger, more like it.
Oh.
Okay. Sure.
First and foremost, everyone with the exception of Kage, mark 80 gold on your 80 gold on your sheet.
Wait. Like given.
Azara got our pay.
Yes.
Azara got our pay.
It's the payment for staying in town. So add 80 gold to your character sheet. I'm going to add the 80 gold to Agnar's.
Perfect.
I had actually planned on putting the gold pieces in your hands.
Well, I mean that is essentially what you're doing, but I'm just doing it now so we don't forget it for next time.
That's fair.
And as the camera zooms out through the ground, the camera shows the image of a kitsune giggling. Going into back alley with an equally giggly lady in tow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I see.
Oui.
Kinky.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. All right.
Okay.
Oh.
I hope you guys had fun today.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
It was alright.
Very chaotic, which is our brand, so it was fun.
Yeah.
I have successfully interrupted Dane. I'm happy.
Interrupted me how?
You were about to say you're about to do your end of stream spiel, and I cut you off.
Not really.
Mid-beginning a sentence.
Not really.
Yeah, you were just about to do it, man.
I count as a win in my book. Anyways, have at it. Quick,
thank you all for coming and enjoying the entire stream. I really appreciate every single one of you who came by just to visit and who just spent time out of your day in order to watch us be idiots for a while.
Fuck you, Kevin. I know you're gone.
We're sorry for the AI misfunctioning. We'll fix them later.
Beep boop.
No, different AI.
Different AI.
We gotta fix the AI here.
Yeah. Just every demo gets his name.
The altogether loony. That is.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Bye. Right out.
No, we were calling Dane the AI. Well done.